Ladies and gentlemen, McClain High School would like to welcome you to tonight's Senior Night festivities. Tonight we honor the commitment of our seniors, along with their parents, to Edward Lee McClain High School and their fall season programs. And now let's meet our McClain High School class of 2023. First, from the football team, Josh Brakefield. Josh is being escorted by Josh and April Brakefield, his mother and father. After graduation, Josh plans to enroll in the Fire Academy and to earn his paramedic license to one day become a smoke jumper. Josh Brakefield. Josiah Michael Burchett. Josiah is being escorted tonight by Michael and Shanna Burchett, his father and mother. After high school, Josiah plans to pursue a bachelor's degree in STEM in secondary education. Josiah Burchett. Yep. Luke Dumey. Luke is being escorted tonight by Kelly Dumey, his mother, and Aaron Dumey, his father. Once his time at McClain is finished, Luke plans to attend college, but is currently undecided upon his major. Luke Dumey. DJ Frost. DJ is being escorted by Christy Adams and Stephanie McComas, his mothers. When his time at McClain is over, DJ plans to enter the workforce. DJ Frost. Hayden Heiss. Hayden is being escorted by his mother, Sharina Heiss, and his father, Chad Heiss. Upon graduation, Hayden plans to attend Ohio Christian University to further his soccer career and to major in sports management. Hayden Heiss. Rocky Houston. Rocky is being escorted tonight by Shannon Houston, his mother, and Sean Houston, his father. Once he's graduated, Rocky plans to attend college and to major in wildlife management. Rocky Houston. Michael Stevenson. Michael is being escorted by Sean and Charlene Stevenson, his mom and dad. After high school, Michael plans to attend college to major in computer science and will be joining the Army National Guard. Michael Stevenson. Caleb Treves. Caleb is being escorted this evening by his mother, Maria Treves. After his graduation, Caleb is currently undecided upon his future plans. Caleb Treves. Robbie Wise. Robbie is being escorted tonight by his father and mother, Eric and Miranda Wise. Robbie is also a member of the boys' golf team. When his time at McClain is over, Robbie plans to attend college to receive a degree in education, and he hopes to continue his golf career in college. Robbie Wise. Emerson Yates. Emerson is being escorted this evening by his father, Donnie, and his mother, Lee. Upon graduation from high school, Emerson plans to attend college and to study physical therapy. Emerson Yates. Next, we recognize our senior cheerleaders. Brinley Bergstrom. Brinley is being escorted by her parents, Blaine and Cammie Bergstrom. After graduation from McClain, Brinley plans to attend Ohio University and to major in human resource management with a minor in business. Brinley Bergstrom. Hannah Curtis. Hannah is being escorted tonight by her mother, Angel Mann, and her stepfather, Dustin Mann. After high school, Hannah plans to work in a salon as a cosmetologist and to further her knowledge on cosmetology skills. Hannah Curtis. Jaden McCoy. Jaden is being escorted by her parents, Josh and Shauna McCoy. Upon graduation, Jaden plans to attend the University of Toledo to study business analytics and accounting. Jaden McCoy. Hope Winker. Hope is being escorted by Jenny Winker and Randy Winker, as well as her sisters, Hannah Winker and Chloe Scarborough. After high school, Hope plans to attend Wright State University, majoring in nursing with a minor in psychology. Hope Winker. Kennedy Wise. Kennedy is being escorted tonight by Brian and Shira Wise, her father and mother. Upon graduation from McClain, Kennedy plans to attend Wilmington College to pursue a degree in childhood education. Kennedy Wise. Up next, we have our senior golfers. David Edwards. David is being escorted by his father, Don Edwards, along with his mother, Sue-Ann Edwards. After his time here at McClain, David plans to attend college to study turf management, and he also hopes to continue his golf career at the collegiate level. David Edwards. Mackenzie Corbin. Mackenzie is being escorted by her father, Larry Corbin, and her mother, Lisa Corbin. After high school, Mackenzie plans to attend Wilmington College and to major in agricultural education and agribusiness. Mackenzie Corbin. Carrie Ann Todd. Carrie Ann is being escorted by Harry and Megan Todd, her father and mother, as well as her sister, Lillian. Upon graduation, Carrie Ann plans to attend college and to eventually work in the medical field. Carrie Ann Todd. And now we recognize our senior Tigerettes. Catherine Alvarez. Catherine is being escorted by her father, Guillermo Alvarez, her mother, Tamar Alvarez, and her brothers, Nathan and Nicholas Alvarez. After graduation, she plans to attend college to continue her education in exercise science and sports medicine. Catherine Alvarez. Mackenzie Anderson. Mackenzie is being escorted tonight by Mike and Becky Anderson, her father and mother. Upon graduation, Mackenzie plans to attend Ohio University to study art therapy and education. Mackenzie Anderson. Vivian Dennis. Vivian is being escorted by Wesley Dennis, her father, and Kimberly Dennis, her mother. After her time at McClain, Vivian plans to attend Ohio University and major in computer science with a minor in psychology. Vivian Dennis. Jennifer Freshour. Jennifer is being escorted by her mother, Paula Freshour, and her sisters, Erin and Brittany Freshour. After high school, Jennifer plans to attend college and to pursue a career in the field of nursing. Jennifer Freshour. Elena Gilbert. Elena is being escorted this evening by her mother, Leanne Mann, and her father, Mike Gilbert. Upon graduation, Elena plans to attend college with a future career as a veterinarian technician. Elena Gilbert. Abby Mustard. Abby is being escorted by Doug and Jenny Mustard, her mom and dad. After graduation, Abby plans to attend college at the University of Cincinnati or Northern Kentucky University and to become a traveling nurse. Abby Mustard. Rochelle Priest. Rochelle is the daughter of the late David Scott Priest and the stepdaughter of Jason Shoemaker. She is escorted tonight by her mother, Kara Shoemaker. Upon graduation, Rochelle plans to attend The Ohio State University to obtain a degree in nursing and will pursue a career as a nurse practitioner. Rochelle Priest. Peyton Pryor. Peyton is being escorted tonight by her mother, Katie Pryor, and her father, Zach Pryor. Once she's graduated, Peyton plans to attend a university majoring in the medical field, and during her college years or after, she would love to become a flight attendant. Peyton Pryor. Abigail Roberts. Abigail is being escorted by her mom and dad, Kara and Nathan Roberts. Following her high school graduation, Abigail plans to attend the Columbus College of Art and Design and to pursue a degree in film animation. Abigail Roberts. Adeline Simpson. Adeline is being escorted by Megan Arnold, her mother, and Caleb Scherenberg, her father, Rhonda Simpson, her grandmother, and her uncle, Tyler Carmen. Upon graduation, Adeline plans to attend the University of Cincinnati to major in public health with a minor in biology, and afterwards she plans on obtaining a master's degree in epidemiology. Adeline Simpson. Savannah Schweitzer. Savannah is being escorted tonight by her mom and dad, Lori and Charlie Schweitzer, her grandmother, Laura, and as well as her 4 brothers, Owen, Noah, and Evan Schweitzer, along with Richie Scowden. After high school, Savannah plans to attend college to further her education in dental hygiene and to become a dental hygienist. Savannah Schweitzer. Next, we have our senior majorettes. Emily Hester. Emily is being escorted tonight by her mother, Samantha Hester, and her father, Randy Hester. When finished at McClain, Emily plans to attend the University of Cincinnati to double major in both computer science and engineering. Emily Hester. And our final group to be recognized this evening, we recognize our senior band members. Chloe Anderson. Chloe is being escorted tonight by her parents, Angie and Joey Anderson. Upon graduation, Chloe plans to attend a college and to pursue a degree in art education. Chloe Anderson. Jessa Baxla. Jessa is being escorted tonight by Tyla Baxla and Marion Baxla, her mom and dad. After high school, Jessa plans to go to college and to study music. Jessa Baxla. Ava Calhoun. Ava is being escorted tonight by her mother, April Calhoun, and her father, Brad Calhoun. Once she's graduated, Ava plans to become a pharmacy technician by attending Southern State Community College. Ava Calhoun. Jalen Douglas. Jalen is being escorted by her father, Jeff Douglas, and her mother, Miranda Hildebrand. When high school is complete, Jalen hopes to attend Elon University and to major in musical theater. Jalen Douglas. Shelby Ford. Shelby is being escorted this evening by her mom, Leslie Bolton, and her dad, Josh Ford. After graduating, Shelby has not decided on what she will be doing, but whatever it is, it will be cool. Shelby Ford. Emily Howard. Emily is being escorted tonight by her mom and dad, Kim and Troy Howard. Upon graduation, Emily plans to attend Shawnee State University and to pursue a career in dental hygiene. Emily Howard. Nevaeh Staus. Nevaeh is being escorted by her older sister, Heaven Staus. Once she's graduated from McClain, Nevaeh plans to enter the workforce by getting a full-time job so that she can save up and get her own place. Nevaeh escorted tonight by her grandmother, Nancy Bryant. Randy is currently enrolled in college coursework to pursue her lifelong dream of becoming a phlebotomist and plans to continue after graduating high school so that she can work in Children's Hospital in Columbus. Randy Stodgel. Aurora Borafulson Thompson. Aurora is being escorted by her mother, Stacy Boroff, and her father, Master Sergeant John Wilson. After high school, Aurora plans to enroll at Ohio University to pursue a degree in music and English, as well as join the Air Force ROTC program, later a commission to the United States Air Force, and hopes to join the United States Air Force Band. Aurora Thompson. Tommy Watts. Tommy is being escorted tonight by Sharon Barrett, her mom, and Thomas Watts, her dad. Once she's graduated, Tommy plans to attend Kenyon University and major in English and psychology. Tommy Watts. Madison Wheaton. Madison is being escorted by her father, Mark Wheaton, her mother, Melissa Wheaton, and her stepfather, Sean McCorkle. When high school's over, Madison plans to double major in civil and nuclear engineering. She also plans to participate with a naval ROTC program, pursuing a commission as a second lieutenant in the United States Marine Corps. Madison Wheaton. This concludes our senior recognition. The McClain Athletic Department would like to thank these student-athletes and their parents for all that they've given to our programs over the years. The countless hours working on your craft, the drives to and from games and practices, and all the sacrifices that have been made over the last 4 years are so very much appreciated. We've enjoyed watching you play and perform for the purple and gold. We thank you, seniors, and we wish you the best of luck in whatever your futures hold. Administration of Edward Lee McClain High School would like to welcome you to McClain Field for tonight's varsity football contest between our guests, the Ironmen of Jackson High School, and your McClain High School Fighting Tigers. In order to make today's contest as enjoyable as possible, please represent your school and community in a positive and respectful manner. That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, and show courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, the officials and coaches, the administrators and authority figures, and of course your team and your opponents. Let's make today's contest great by remembering to respect the game. The officials assigned to this contest have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Frontier Athletic Conference. Tonight's officials include the referee, Mr. David Welch, Mr. Nicholas Clark, the head linesman, Keith Jackson, the line judge, Randy Kelly, and the back judge, Chase Starr. The result of the coin toss. Greenfield wins the toss. They will defer their choice to the second half. Jackson will receive the opening kick. The Tigers will defend the south goal. Ticket this evening by visiting our student council and checking out the fantastic items in that raffle basket. Would also like to let you know that the Band Boosters booth is selling cookies this evening made by $1, 2 hands, 2 cookies. we proudly present the Marching Tigers and Tigerettes. The band rallies our fighting tigers with the McClain fight song. The band pays homage to our School of Beauty with the playing of the McClain alma mater. Next, the band reminds us that no matter which sideline you may cheer for, we come together as fellow Americans as they perform a precision block band drill to America the Beautiful. Please rise for the colors, being presented this evening by members of McClain's own Cadet Corps. The Cadet Corps is under the guidance of Sergeant John Wilson. Members of tonight's flag detail include Senior Cadet Tristan Nichols. Senior Cadet Brianna Stuckey. Junior Cadet Justin Legee. And the team is commanded this evening by Senior Cadet Macy Brewer. And now, under the baton of Mr. Rick Duffus, ladies and gentlemen, remain standing and join in singing as the band honors America with the playing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. And with that, we welcome you into McClain Field here for senior night, the last home game here in Greenfield, as your Tigers will play host to the Ironmen of Jackson in this Frontier Athletic Conference matchup. I'm David Weeks. I'm here with my color commentator, Mr. Steve Roble, and we are excited to get things underway here in just about 6 minutes as the Tigers will be kicking off to the Ironmen. If you weren't here earlier for our senior recognition during the early pregame festivities around 6 o'clock, you missed out on something special. We were able to recognize our seniors for the number of fall activities that have been taking place that have not already had senior night recognitions, and it was just a good time to see those seniors get a little bit of spotlight along with their families that have put in such hard work over the time that they've spent here at McClain. Steve, we know that you are going to have your cross-country guys and gals have their senior recognition here not too long from now.
Next week at League. We're hosting League at Mitchell Park here in Greenfield. So
yeah, it's going to be
great. We'd love
to
have everyone come out. It's a fast course, and if you've ever been to a cross-country meet, you're just amazed by how great these kids are for running 3.1 miles.
Oh, yeah.
You know, through rugged terrain, awesome. But Mitchell Park, everyone's looking forward to it in the League. Coming our way. It's been about 7 years.
It's been a long time here, and definitely well earned for the cross country team to be able to host League. That'll be a fantastic way to send off the seniors with hosting the League cross country meet there. So that'll be fantastic.
Yes, it's third year. We've had League here at McClain. We've hosted junior high track back in 2021. And last school year we had the high school track and field league, and then 22-23 school year we get cross country. So the FAC kind of changes up things each year, but our cross country kids are excited. We have only 3 seniors, but we have 23 varsity boys and girls all together, so we're really excited. Doing so many senior nights, as a football coach back in the day, and then as a cross country coach now, it just brings chills to do these things, especially in the fall with the ambiance, because football's an entire community. And we've had times, a few years back, we had every fall sport doing senior night on this night.
Oh, yeah.
And it was amazing. It would line up the whole track that we had. So, and I looked tonight, I was like, man, we seem like that we have a lot of seniors.
Yeah.
You did an incredible job with all the announcements, making every kid look great. And I'm wishing the seniors the best, because I remember when they were little freshmen, and they've grown a lot since their freshman year into great seniors. So it's an honor and privilege to always be able to watch senior night here at McClain High School.
Speaking of senior night, it looks like we have a number of our seniors leading the team out of the field house and getting ready to run through the tunnel one last time here at home on McClain Field. And if you were here a little bit earlier, we had McClain winning the coin toss. They deferred their choice to the second half, so Jackson will receive the opening kick. And a little bit about this evening. You mentioned, it just kind of gives you chills. Well, there's a chill in the air this evening, a little bit of a brisk breeze coming through as this cold front starts to move in for a little bit of maybe more chilly weather for the weekend, but it's still a great night for football, nice and clear.
They call it true football weather. Here they come.
For your McClain Fighting Tigers!
Oh, that definitely brings chills to see them go out one last time.
It's going to be a good FAC matchup tonight. The Tigers looking to get back into the win column, having a couple tough early FAC games against Chillicothe and Washington Courthouse. They'll be facing off against each other tonight. We'll try to bring you updates of that as we go. And then now hosting here Jackson at home before they go on the road. One more time to face Miami Trace and then to close the season on the road against Hillsboro in the Rotary Bowl.
Oh, I'll tell you, David, being a veteran of football, it's funny to have Week 8 this early, but with the new playoff system, we go earlier and earlier now in the season. The weather's apropos, but I remember back in the day playing regular season games in November. So
yeah,
this was called a warm day up in northeastern Ohio.
I'm sure.
And we weren't immune to having a lot of snow games going on. So
especially with the breeze coming off the lake up there, I'm sure it kind of probably dwarfs what we're experiencing tonight.
It's always wonderful to have that nice cold breeze, get through your skin. So these guys will be fired up, and I'm sure none of the players will still be hot as can be out there.
Oh, yeah. Well, just a little bit about last week's games. We know Jackson had a big 63-7 win over Hillsboro, and a lot of that behind a strong rushing attack. Cade Wolford getting 2 touchdowns on the night. We expect to see his number called a number of times early here against the Tigers. And Jacob Winters, the quarterback, he also had a passing touchdown received by Braden Stapleton. But a lot of the scoring on the ground. The Tigers, we know, lost to Courthouse last night, or last week, I should say, and just a lot of that was due to too many costly turnovers we saw. So hopefully one of the big keys to the game here is just to make sure that they hold on to the football and don't give the rock up to the Ironmen early. You got to score early, but you got to make sure that you have the ball and possess the ball all the way through. You can't give it up at any given time. So looks like we're going to get things underway. Emerson Yates will take the ball and tee it up for the opening kickoff.
Back to receive. Looks like Nolan Johnson is back to receive along with Cade Wolford. Looks like Landon Camp, number 20, is back there as well. And here we go. Tiger Nation, here's the kickoff.
Low kick scooped up by number 21 of the Ironmen. He'll rumble around back to midfield. Still loose, running across into Tiger territory. Finally brought down just past the 45-yard line. That's where Jackson will have the opening possession of the contest.
Owen Sykes for the Tigers made the tackle there. So most teams usually will take a knee and just take the ball at the 35-40, but Jackson decided to go out and take it further.
And so Jackson gets to the line quickly. They want to get things moving here. It'll be Jacob Winters in the shotgun. He takes a snap now, hands off, and play blown dead. And it will be false start going against the Ironmen.
I'm sure Jackson's coach, Andy Hall, wasn't happy about that start as you automatically go 5 yards back. Jackson has been a team to make a lot of mistakes this year, so to start the game off like that, I'm sure Coach Hall for the Ironman. Wasn't too happy with that.
Certainly not. So behind the sticks here, 1st and 15 for Jackson. Now winners will go under center in a strong I formation. Handoff goes to Wolford, number 8. He's off the left-hand side and free, meets Eikenberry, and he rides him out of bounds, but it'll be a first down for Jackson on that run.
Wolford takes a big run there. He goes approximately 20, let's see where they place it at, the 27. So 22-yard run for Wolford.
And they will once again go into that I formation. Number 7, Jacob Winters, the quarterback under center. He looks to hand off again one more time. Cade Wolford evades one, off of a tackle, now off of another. Eikenberry going to push him out of bounds again, but it looks like it's going to be close to first down yardage, and I think it will be first down yardage as the chains move on the far side.
Wolford on the run once again.
We'll roll it to 12. Now, Wolford so far has had a lot of success, 37 yards on the first 2 carries.
And he looks to continue that for the Ironman once again in a pro-style set. Now with kind of split backs. And it is a handoff this time to the fullback. Number 28 bounces off one stiff arm, and he goes into the end zone off the left-hand side. Jackson strikes first on their 3rd play from scrimmage.
Eli Berman with a 12-yard touchdown for Jackson. So Jackson did not have to pass. You know, Berman's a stout fullback at 185. He gets the 6 for the Ironman to give them the early lead.
And so the Ironmen strike early here, just past 30 seconds off the clock with the kind of stoppage from being pushed out of bounds. So they get on the scoreboard early, and they look to extend that with the PAT. It is up, and it is good. And that'll make our score 7-0. Jackson with the lead. And so not really the start that McClain wanted to see, but, you know, they're going to get a chance here on offense and see if they can do the same thing and keep up with scoring here with Jackson. We know Jackson is a potent offense.
Yeah.
And McClain, if they're going to stick with them tonight, they're really going to have to pull out all the stops.
You know, if we go with our running game tonight and go our 3 yards in a cloud of dust like great coach Woody Hayes, we can really control the ball and keep Jackson off offense. We know that they have a pretty potent offense. So to really help our defense out tonight, our offense is going to have to make sure they can control the ball and the clock.
Big point there, yes. They got to control the ball, control the clock, and we look for McClain to probably keep things on the ground for sure. Looks like number 33 for Jackson. That'll be Thatcher Brown will tee the ball up.
Looks like Owen Sykes and Riley Cummins are deep for our McClain Tigers. Let's see where the kickoff goes.
Here is the kick. It is deep. It looks like it's going toward Owen Sykes. It's actually caught by Cameron Medley. He runs into Sykes into the back of him, and then Cameron Medley works his way across the field, brought down just past the 20-yard line. That's where the Tigers will have it.
Cameron Medley on the return for McClain, brought down around the 21-yard line.
So the Tigers have good field position. Your starting linemen are Bodie, Sponsel, Allison, Houston, and Stevenson.
Cohen 6 under center. There is a little movement, but there is no flag. It's a handoff. Goes up the gut. And Potts.
Looks like Andrew Potts for 3, maybe 2.
So gain of 2 there for Potts on the quick dive play. 6 now in a shotgun set. Backs behind him. Handoff to Penwell. And he is met near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Handoff goes to Penwell. Brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Third down.
Let's see if they go with the quick pitch to Potts here this time.
Try to get outside if they can. Looks like Jackson's doing a good job.
Connor
McCune.
McCune.
Center.
Yes, they're They're doing a good job so far. So we have Sykes out this time along with Penwell.
And it'll be McCune on the close side as a wide out. Cohen 6 with one back to his right. Takes the snap, looks to his right, and then has to tuck it, and it's number 62 on the defensive line for Jackson, getting the sack in the backfield. That looks to be A.J. Denning.
Yeah, unfortunately, the first look for Cohen 6 was not there, and by then the pressure had collapsed in the pocket, and he did a good job tucking it in, but unfortunately it's 4th and down and 12.
And so the Tigers will look to punt. They bring in Owen Sykes to kick. He'll be standing with his heels near the Tigers' own 5-yard line. Looks for the snap. Calls for it. Puts foot to leather. High. Takes a little bit of a Tigers bounce and touched by Cameron Medley right around the 47-yard line, and that's where Jackson will have possession.
All right. So Sykes had a 28-yard punt there. Jackson takes over. It'll be key from McClain defense, led by Luke Doomey on the defensive line, to stop the Ironman here. We got to make sure our defensive line gets some penetration here so our linebackers can get through and make the tackles here. Jackson looks like they're going to spread out here on 1st and 10.
Yes, they do. Winters in the shotgun, one back to his left. He looks to pass, looking to his left, throws out wide. It looks to be Wolford on the reception. He's scamping loose there on the far sideline and pushes his way into the end zone, scoring quick as the Ironman. My goodness, into the end zone again.
Yeah, Wolford's a strong boy there at 5'10", 200 with a lot of speed for Jackson. So he gets a 47-yard touchdown pass. So that unfortunately makes it 13-0 for Jackson there as they line up for the PAT.
Wolford, you could see he came out of the backfield with a head of steam.
Yes.
And once he had that ball, I mean, it was off to the races for him. He wasn't looking necessarily to outrun anyone. He wants to run someone over. The kick is good, splitting the uprights, and that puts our score to 14-0 for Jackson here, just past the 9-minute mark left in the first.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Tigers there, Wolford, on a nice play design, came out of the backfield, and they were not looking for him right away, and once he caught the ball, he gained a lot of momentum and was going to be hard to pull down with that speed that he has on the outside. So McClain will be taking the kickoff with 9:06 to go in the first quarter. The Tigers are down 14-0 right now as Jackson will line up for the kickoff. Kicking off for Jackson will be number 33, Thatcher Brown. He just made the extra point for the Ironman. Back again for the Tigers are Owen Sykes and Riley Cummins.
Brown has he's been out here twice for kickoffs, and he's also been out here twice for PATs, and they've been quick.
I've been told he works for UPS during the day as well, so yeah, I don't know if that's true or not. But
I'm not really sure.
He's kicking it off again, so let's see if our boys can get a little more momentum on the return this time.
He looks to deliver this kickoff deep as Cummins and Sykes will be there to receive. Kind of short, little hopper. DJ Frost will take it, number 7 for the Tigers. He makes his way to the center, evades one, and needed probably one more block, brought down around the 35, and that's where the Tigers will have their second possession of this contest.
DJ Frost with about a 15-yard return for the Tigers there. Going 6 will come out to lead the Tigers. We have McCune along with Potts, Penwell, Sykes, and Max Eichenberry out
Cohen
there.
6 in the shotgun, kind of like a power pistol here. Penwell with the give, and he is brought down behind the line. Looks to be maybe a loss of 1.
And McClain tried to run a power there, and still they're clogging up the hole for Jackson. So we'll see if we go outside or go back to the pass in this play. Josiah Burchett will be bringing the play in for Coach Keith Penwell.
Jackson doing a really nice job up front so far, as expected, using that size to really bully the McClain offensive line with this 3-man down front, and then they put the 2 on the edge to really put the pressure on. Pitch goes to Penwell off of the left-hand side. He is pushing his way forward. Good gain, about 7 on the play from where they were previously, and it will be closer to a first down, but third down nonetheless. About
place
third
the ball
and 5.
On the 41, so he gets 7 yards on that carry. So 3rd and 4 now at the 41. I love when the Tigers go with that quick pitch and let our linemen who are athletic get out and block a little bit. You can see the same momentum that Penwell had going around the corner there.
He did a good job finishing that run, not going down on the initial contact. Cohen 6 looks to his right. It looked to be complete, but off of the chest of Eikenberry. Maybe a little bit chilly on the fingers there, and it brings up 4th down for McClain.
Cohen 6 hits Eikenberry in the numbers, but Eikenberry cannot hold on to that, unfortunately. That'll make it 4th down and 4. They are bringing in the punt team here at McClain.
And they do bring in the special teams unit. I think it'll be Sykes once again likely to kick, and yes, it will. He counts, makes sure that they have 11. Want to make sure we don't have too many or too few. He'll signal for the snap. Gets it high, punt. It's not going to go much past the line of scrimmage. Watch out. Owen Sykes downs his own punt at the 47-yard line. That's probably about a 5-yard punt net, and Jackson is going to have some pretty good field position.
Yeah, we unfortunately that punt went up a little too high that time, so we have given Jackson the ball at the 47 again. They're going to place it at 48 officially. So the officials must be listening to our broadcast and decide to change it to the 48 this time.
You never know. You know, they might have earpieces in.
They could.
Winters looks to pass deep from the shotgun across the middle. Oh, my goodness.
Eikenberry
with a one-handed.
That's late hit
there.
That
to be a late hit. Number 6. Hit out
Nolan
of bounds.
Johnson. That's not what you want to do. That gave McClain 15 more yards.
Play, though.
Great interception by Eikenberry. So incredible interception return there, and looks like we should get 15 more yards here.
Waiting for the signal from the referee just to confirm our suspicions. It is a personal foul for a late hit out of bounds.
The flag is a personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Goes against the Ironman. That's a 15-yard penalty tacked on at the end of the interception return.
So that's a great break for the Tigers here. Let's see if McClain can now capitalize with the momentum as they have it on the 48-yard line.
Cohen 6 from the shotgun, a little bit of a power pistol look. Pitch outside, KP with it. Penwell off the right. He's going to get first down yardage and makes his way out of bounds. That'll be the first down picked up by McClain this evening.
Caden Penwell with a 10-yard run. Well, they're going to give him 9.5, so we'll call it 2nd and 1. Looks like Caden had the first down there from our angle, but
it did look like it. And
officials are not agreeing with us now.
Yeah, maybe foot on the sideline with that right foot as he started getting pushed out or running out of real estate. So it'll be 2nd and 1, and look to give it here to one of the fullbacks more than likely. It's Luke Doomey actually on the left-hand side. We've seen Luke come in fullback action to kind of relieve Potts as he's been the workhorse. Oh, no, high
Get the
snap.
ball, get the ball.
Got to get on the ball, and Jackson will recover. 42 for Jackson with the fumble recovery on that miscue for the Tigers.
I hate to see that. We just lost our momentum on snap, unfortunately, but our defense will have to come out and hold them now. That does happen in the era of the shotgun offenses, so Jackson will have the ball back after just getting the pick off.
And that's been a problem for the Tigers all season long. High snaps, and it comes at a very inopportune time there for the purple and gold. This time handoff going to Wolford, and he is brought down.
Short gain.
Short gain on the play, running right up the middle. Looked like 56. Michael Stevenson, the senior, on the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, the defense did a much better job containing them and breaking up what the offensive line was trying to do for Jackson there. So that'll make it 2nd and 8.
It's a good job there by the senior on the defensive line to get in and bring down the strong running back Wolford there. It'll be Winters in the shotgun. He'll have Wolford. Now calls for motion. High snap
for them.
Ironman's own. Had a little bit of pressure, but they did a good job picking up the block. And there's going to be a flag here.
Flag
it looks
throwing.
Like, I'm guessing Cade Sponsel is going to get called for.
He's finishing the tackle.
Yeah,
and
if he finishes the tackle out
back
of bounds.
judge throws the flag from 30 yards away.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens here. They were holding. So that must have been one of the receivers holding.
Yeah, so holding on the play, and likely just due to that high snap as the quarterback had to get out, and they didn't expect him to be running.
So that play goes for naught. That was a good recovery by Jacob Winters of Jackson. So they'll actually keep it 2nd and 8.
So it looks like a repeat of the previous
Looked like
play,
Jackson
just
wanted to do a
about.
jet sweep there, but
it did seem to be that way. Yeah, this time it'll be 2 backs behind Winters, who is under center. Now it's going to be a little bit of a counter action. Walford with it, cuts back, and then cuts
there's
again.
a penalty flag again.
Yates brings
Looks like
him
there's
down,
holding.
but there probably will be holding on that, as we think that is the initial indication. And it is an indication of holding.
Defensive end Michael Stevenson was twisted around, and as soon as he saw that twist, the officials called holding right away. So Jackson will move back to the 49-yard line, so that's a costly penalty for them.
So Jackson, 2 holding penalties in a row on what would have been first down yardage on both. And they find themselves now behind the sticks with a 2nd down and about 16 or 17.
That hook block's one of the hardest blocks to do. I love the counter call, but it's a hard block for a tight end or offensive tackle to do.
Winters with the pitch now to Wolford off the left-hand side. And he pushes forward, 1st down, out of bounds, brought down, looked like Cade Sponsel perhaps pushed him out, but good job with strong running by Cade Wolford there for the Ironman.
Wolford on the quick pitch there. Has a really nice gain there. Gains about 17 yards to about 32-yard line to get the 1st down. So that's a good call by Jackson there. And we'll see what they call on this play as Jacob Winters lines up. Will they go back to the pass after that interception, or are they going to keep running?
It's hard to tell. Winters with the I formation behind him. He looks.
Play action.
Play action, yes. Rolling to his right, passing back. Goes to the tight end, I believe.
27.
Number 27. Goes through, runs through one, and finds his way into the end zone. Just got to finish tackles there if you're McClain. They had him at what would have been just a 1st down, and that pass ends in the end zone due to strong running from the tight end.
It's a 32-yard TD to Gavin Jones from Jacob Winters. That makes the score 20-0 for Jackson at the moment, and number 33 Thatcher Brown will be in to kick the extra point.
So Brown looks to put a 3rd point after through the uprights. It is a kick knuckleball through the uprights, but it's good. All right, so quick scoring by Jackson. Tigers look to have a little bit of momentum on the interception there from Eikenberry, and then a good run from Caden Penwell, but all of that derailed very quickly by a turnover. And we kind of mentioned earlier, you got to make sure you hold on to the ball and possess it the entire time. That was a problem for the Tigers last week. They had a number of interceptions. This time they have a fumble that goes back to the Ironman, and you know that Jackson is looking to capitalize with any opportunity that they have.
Yes, you play a team like Jackson, you got to stay consistent throughout. McClain Tigers are building momentum on offense, so we'll get the ball back here and see what the boys can do, and maybe they can punch it in, get a little momentum going, because it looks like we found some ways to run against Jackson. We just got to make sure that we keep possession of the football at this point.
Absolutely, yeah. You have to make sure that you possess the football, keeping it the entire drive, and you want that drive to be not only a long, drawn-out drive, but you got to make sure it ends in the end zone now as the Tigers find themselves in a 21-0 hole. Brown will kick, puts his foot to the ball, low off the ground. DJ Frost with
is
it.
back there.
Up
There
the
he
middle,
goes.
Has a chance to break one and just doesn't get that last block he needs.
He's showing that 400 speed from track and field there.
Absolutely he does.
All league champ in 800 from last year. So DJ Frost gets to move back and show off a little bit of that speed and has a great return of almost 29 yards there. So let's see what Cohen 6 and McClain Tigers can do here on this possession.
Cohen 6 will be in the shotgun once again. Luke Doomey behind him. Caden Penwell to his left. He has two wideouts to his right. That'll be Sykes and Eikenberry. The pitch this time goes to Luke Doomey, the senior. He will work his way off the left-hand side.
Nice run by Luke Doomey.
Good run. Yes, absolutely. And run of about 4 or 5 yards there, picking up good yardage there on first down.
And Tigers have something on that quick pitch there. It's a 4-yard carry by Doomey. That will make it 2nd and 6. So we're really impressed there by our nose guard coming in to run the ball.
You don't see that a lot. You don't see a lot of linemen, especially defensive linemen, coming in and saying, hey, give me the ball, coach. Give me the ball. I'll run it.
Luke's been an effective runner in our track and field program, so we know he has the speed.
Handoff this time to Caden Penwell. He works his way off the right side of the line, pushing forward. It's going to be near a first down. And they continue pushing forward. Forward progress. They put the left foot
it's gonna be pretty
on
close.
The 0 of the 40. So it'll be spotted near that 40. Penwell on the run.
They call first down.
Forward progress stops near the 40.
Penwell, it's a 6-yard run but there.
Sticks will move. It's a Tigers first down.
Great run for Caden there. Tigers got their legs moving right now on the offensive end of things. They are checking out Andrew Potts on the sidelines right now to see if he's cramping up or if there's something else going on. So hopefully
something going
he returns.
On. Not really sure because we're used to seeing big number 44 being the bell cow for the Tigers. Going 6 in the shotgun, calling out the signals. Takes now handoff to the fullback Doomey. He's going to be met right around the line, but keeps the legs churning, and the ball will be right back around the line of scrimmage. Maybe the nose gets to the 40, so a gain of perhaps an inch or two. But 2nd down here for McClain.
Yeah, Luke Doomey run the counter there. Play nice call by McClain, but Jackson was ready for it. They were looking for it. So it's 2nd and 10 right now. And we'll see what Coach Penwell and the Tigers come up here with the 2nd down and 10 yards to go. If they go back to quick pitch or pass.
Cohen 6 once again, same formation. This time handoff goes to Caden Penwell, runs through one tackle and then into another would-be tackler and finally brought down by another Ironman. Gain on the play near 7, and it'll be 3rd down and short.
Maybe
for McClain.
8 yards there for Penwell. He's running strong on the power. So Caden Penwell's ready to go tonight, and he's running like a beast. I would get Caden Penwell the ball again right now the way he's going.
He's keeping those legs churning. He's not the biggest back, but he has definitely spent some time in the weight room, and you can tell that with the lower body strength that he is showing right now once he gets contact.
We had some movement there.
A little bit of movement.
That should be a personal foul for hitting the quarterback there like that, but the officials aren't going to call that.
They will not. It was a false start against the Tigers, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
False start there on McClain. So we'll see if that changes the play call. That makes it 3rd and a long 7. Here, so we'll see what Coach Penwell dials up here, if he goes to Caden Penwell or if he goes to the air this time. I'd love to see a quick pitch to Caden Penwell here.
Get on the outside, especially on the wide side of the field if possible.
But with 3rd and 7, you know, it's more of a passing down traditionally, so we'll see what the Tigers dial up.
Cohen 6 calling for the ball, looking to his left pass.
Oh, he got interfered with there.
No flag.
No flag.
Number 25 pushing Eikenberry out of bounds.
Well, my eyes must be better than down there because he got pushed right out of bounds, and the official's looking right at it. So, unfortunately, they do not call it, and it's 4th and 7. So, but, you know,
Yeah, I thought, the little bit of contact there, pushing the receiver out of bounds, forcing him out of bounds, would have been called, but they do not throw the flag.
That seemed to be a pretty easy one there, but, they're looking for holding,
and ball goes out of bounds, lands in lane 3 of the track. Not really sure how far that would have been. The officials walk it back.
Oh, you got to be kidding me there. Right in front of the 50 there. So we didn't get a break from officials there on that punt. It'll be at the 50-yard line for Jackson.
So Jackson has it right at the 50-yard line. They will trot out once again for their 5th possession of the game, scoring on 3 with an interception on 1. Winters will direct traffic as he's under center, directs one of his backs to split off to the other side, handoff to number 28. Michael Stevenson does a good job shedding his block and brings down the runner after a gain of just 1.
Yeah, Eli Broman, he's a strong fullback there at 5'11", 185. Wasn't going to be able to pass up Stevenson, and Stevenson sniffed out the play right away and did a great job just staying at home. As he figured they might go to Wolford, who has a lot of success, but Jackson tried to change it up. They have Wolford ride this time.
Once again, under center. This time it will go to Wolford. He looks to work off the right-hand side to the 35. Now the 30 hurdles 1, keeps running, pushed out of bounds by Eikenberry. I don't know if Wolford is a hurdler, but he definitely showed it there as he went over top of one of the gold helmets.
Yeah, he went over, but
it will be looks to be a penalty. Yes, perhaps holding.
That nullifies. That's why that hole was so open. That's one thing Jackson wants to clean up. That's their 3rd holding penalty of the quarter. Both teams have personal fouls. So where will we put the ball at here? The officials are going to mark off the ball going one way for the penalty. And I believe there was offsetting personal fouls since they moved the ball back to the 43-yard.
2 personal fouls on the play. One's against McClain, one's against Jackson. Those fouls offset.
So that makes it 2nd and 17. I did not see the personal fouls, and so the holding, there was a wide open hole, so Jackson's having a hard time not holding apparently right now, and I'm sure Coach Hall wouldn't be too pleased with that for Jackson.
Holding penalty, as you mentioned, already on the night.
Which means McClain's getting some penetration and making it very difficult on the line, so the officials have been calling the holding call pretty consistently tonight in the early going of this game. Winters will be at quarterback.
I formation with Wolford and Browerman.
Traditional I.
Yeah, it looks like traditional I this time. Browerman the fullback. Wolford the halfback. Handoff looking to his left is Winters. Throw complete, number 9. Weasels his way through one and then brought down by Emerson Yates. Finally flag at the end of the play.
That's a nice pass from Winters to Wood for the pass. There's a flag at the end of the play here. We're waiting to see what the officials call.
Looks to be a face mask.
It is indeed a face mask on McClain. That looks like that'll make it a first down. So the additional 5 yards was enough for the first down. So it's 1st and 10 Jackson there.
All right, so a 5-yard face mask, not an intentional face mask.
They don't waste any time coming up to the line.
Yes, they are getting ready to snap it quickly. And it's handoff to Wolford, this time off the left-hand side. A little bit of a counter action, and he is swallowed up. Emerson Yates and a number of others.
We have a Tiger down. I didn't see that at all.
Robbie Wise got rolled up by a number of Ironmen, and he is in a bad spot. I am not sure who it was, but it looks they rolled him up bad.
According to our folks here in the press box, he got rolled up pretty cheaply there.
Yes.
So unfortunately,
it was on the far side of the field where the action was, and there were two Ironmen on top of Robbie Wise there. I mean, they might think they're finishing the play, but you're not finishing the play that far from where the ball is for sure.
When your head coach is out right away, then the officials throw a penalty after the fact. You know that's kind of a problem there. So they're going to tack on a personal foul there.
They absolutely
15
will.
yards.
Unnecessary roughness, if nothing else. And we're going to see what the result of that is. They back up the ball on the far side, so the officials walk it off. And I would not be surprised if we perhaps see a little bit of other action here from maybe our medical personnel.
Yeah.
Because we saw our trainer run out there very, very quickly.
When coaches on both sides are out there, you know it's
not a good thing at all.
Good thing, unfortunately. So I hope that Robbie's all right and will be able to get up. He's done an outstanding job this year for our football team. We have a track and field thrower. He's developed into a great thrower for our track and field team this year. Had a great season in the FAC golf as well as he's done dual sports for the Tigers there. And I've known Robbie from birth, basically, so hopefully he can get up here and walk off. But we'll see what the indicators are.
Yeah, definitely not good. We see a number of coaches there surrounding him, Coach Penwell, Coach Bivens, Coach Oakes, and our trainer, Megan Montgomery, getting in there as well, making sure that things are what they need to be in terms of the medical side of things. Hopefully nothing more than just getting rolled up in an awkward way. Jackson sends a couple coaches and a trainer maybe from the other side. Coach Penwell now running off to the sideline.
Our AD, Tim Bolander, and our assistant principal, Randy Clausen's out to see if they need to get further medical attention or what there.
I'm not really sure. It looked like Coach
They are bringing the stretcher out, unfortunately.
Yeah. So I'm not one to say that a kid is necessarily playing dirty, but that's definitely not called for when it comes to if you're trying to finish a play, you don't finish it that way.
No, it's
maybe no intent to hurt someone, but
the way to do it.
Not to do
so,
it. Not the way to do it.
Jackson's too well coached for something like that to happen. So, hopefully this is just precautionary for Robbie, and being in football for years, sometimes we have to take a kid out, and it's just precautionary. So hopefully we can hope for the best here, and that this is just a precautionary move to get him to the emergency room and check him out real quick. But you never know on stuff like this, so we wish for the best for Robbie here.
And we say a big thank you to our emergency medical personnel coming in from the Paint Creek Emergency Services Fire and squad there. They're doing a good job taking care of things.
So they do an outstanding job here in our community throughout Highland County. So, yeah, double team there. That was uncalled for. That's definitely, those guys should be out of the game for that there. That
not needed.
Really needed. Away from the play and everything. So, that's unfortunate to see that there, but I'm sure that will be addressed with the Jackson sideline there.
Certainly. Looks like Robbie's dad, Eric, out there and making sure that everything is going to be okay with Robbie. Hopefully we'll get a thumbs up perhaps as they wheel him off and get him loaded onto the gurney there.
So Robbie's had, he hadn't played football since the 8th grade, and then came back. He really, over the past year, got himself in great shape, had a great track season for us, even ran in some of our 4x400 teams. He's gotten that fast to do that from being just a thrower back in the good old days of track and field to developing that first work ethic where he was training every day while working at the school for an hour during his lunch time, taking his lunch time to lift weights and go run by himself. So it's been an incredible story to see over the past year and a half. So you hope for the best here for Robbie, and that this is hopefully just precautionary measures, and that he'll be all right here in the near future.
And it looks like they're trying to get him strapped down to the board, making sure that everything's in place for transporting him and getting him checked out. Hopefully nothing, like we said, more than just rolling up bad.
Yeah, you know, that's, you know, when you coach, you know that you're going to get some injuries throughout the year. That's something that will happen there, and you hate to see the way how this injury happened. I'm sure no one on either side wants to see this happen to anyone. So, you know, we just pray that they can get him taken care of here, and you know, hopefully a quick recovery.
It looks like there's going to be a lift here, so they must have him on the backboard. And they do lift him and will send him on the stretcher. Hopefully we see a little bit of movement here. That would be a good sign. Either, you know, maybe I think I may have seen a hand. Robbie Wise, the injured Tiger.
Robbie's teammates come over to him.
And that just goes to show you
Yeah.
the type of teammate that Robbie is. I mean, he's an absolute team player. He'd do anything for anybody. As you mentioned, hardworking as can be.
Well, you know, it's family.
Certainly is. And, you know, regardless of, you know, what, you know, records may say and scoreboards may say, you know, when you line up and suit up and put on the uniform and the pads and the helmet with the rest of those guys on a Friday night, you know, like you said, they become your family. And Robbie is definitely a well-loved member of this Tigers family. We wish him the best here as they transport him over to the squad, and we'll hopefully see him back and in good health as soon as possible. There was a flag at the end of the previous play.
Reminder, we are 140 left in the first quarter. We had an injury, number 62, Robbie Wise. On a play away from the ball there were two Jackson guys double teamed on Wise, and unfortunately he was hurt. So the defense will come back into action there. Looks like Connor Frazier, 63, is in to his spot there. It will be 2nd and 24.
And we get back to the action here. Big delay. We were nearing the end of the first quarter, and it was winding down pretty quickly, and that really kind of put the rails or kind of put the stops to what was a fairly quick moving contest here. We wind the clock once again, 1:30 now ticking in the first quarter as we near the end of our first of four. This time Winters will look to his right, pass complete, number 9 with it, weaves his way back to the center of the field and brought down near the line to game, but there is a flag and now another.
From Tigers. So we got Winters to Wood for approximately a 19-yard gain, and there's a flag on the play. Looks like a late hit, potentially.
We have flags in 3 different spots on the field, one back near midfield, one in the center of the field near the 40, well, actually it's the 38-yard line, and then one on the close side here at the 34. So it could be one of maybe it's just one penalty and everybody saw it, but I'm going to guess there's at least a couple here.
I did see a late hit, what looked like on McClain there, but we'll see.
Okay, there is one penalty.
Jackson.
Personal foul against the Tigers.
Holding, they offset.
And they are offsetting penalties. Okay.
So the play They replayed it down. They replayed it down. So, you know, for McClain, it's going to be the hard thing of keeping it in check now after that emotional.
Yeah, that's going to be a big thing,
Let it happen.
especially as we saw, you know, you lose Robbie Wise, a senior, who's might not be a starter, but he comes in on a lot of action, and then, you know, you've got the emotions running high. You got to keep yourself composed here because you can't lose another player due to a silly penalty on your part. And so it'll be Winters in the shotgun. He calls for it, looks to his right, now passes down the seam, number 3 wide open. He will weave through one, misses one, back to the center. Riley Cummins with the tackle around the 20, but it'll be a first down for the Ironman.
Winters hit Braden Stapleton there for a big play for Jackson there. So that's a first down. That play went for 34 yards.
So they get from behind the sticks to a first down here, and now ball on the 20. So Jackson in the red zone. Clock ticking here as we go under 40 seconds left in the first. Winters will be in the shotgun once again. This will probably be our last play of the first quarter. This time it is number 9 in motion. He takes the handoff. And we've got a flag behind the play. Michael
more stuff
Stevenson
going on.
Someone else involved.
One of their linemen there.
Goodness gracious.
Jackson had a kid on the sideline waving his arms up. The coach is going to have to get them under control there. Let's see what's happening here. Not real classy by Jackson there, waving their hands after probably another penalty.
No, the ball's going to get backed up. I know that, you know, you want to maybe finish a play to this or that, but doesn't need to happen. The officials get Luke Dumey, one of the captains, and looks to be, I think, Jacob Winters or one of the others. I can't tell what the number is. The shoulder pads don't have a number. They have a JI on them, so I can't tell what number it is. But one of the captains for Jackson, they're around the middle of the field. And, you know, they try to tell the guys, hey, listen, we know that emotions are high, but we got to get things under control here. We're in the first quarter, 15 seconds left. And, you know, you're at a football game looking for a fight to break out.
Well, you know, the emotions are high, but Jackson probably needs to get it in check a little bit if they're going to be a league champion like they were last year, because they're not acting like it on the field tonight right now, unfortunately. And
it's number 50 for Jackson, the captain there.
Nate O'Brien.
Nate O'Brien, thank you for that. Meeting Luke Dumey, and they shake hands and pat each other on the shoulder, and they'll go back to their collective huddles and try to tell the guys, listen, we got to settle things down and, you know, play within ourselves here and play within what the confines of the game allow.
You know, I think the officials may want to take a timeout and talk to the coaches about that. But
that might be something that we look at here, especially as we near the end of this first quarter. So it'll be Winters under center. He will hand off, this time Wolford off of the left-hand side, and he is brought down around the 20. So a gain of about 5 on the play.
Wolford on run there for 5.
And fans, as we get ready to get the second quarter underway, we have a nice video that was put together. Coach Hamilton, or Mr. Hamilton from our TV and radio program, and Braden Ford, one of our students, put together this video for us. And so we'd like to highlight our seniors here on the football side of things with a nice little introduction. So take it away, seniors.
Emerson Yates, Buckskin Elementary. Michael Stevenson, Fairbanks Elementary. Rocky Houston, Buckskin Elementary.
Donovan Jacob Frost, Mount Orb Elementary.
Hayden Heiss, the Rainsboro Elementary.
Robbie Wise, Greenfield Elementary.
Luke Toomey, the Rainsboro Elementary.
Josiah Burchett, Buckskin Elementary.
Keeler Trez, and I went to Postgame Elementary.
Josh Bergfield, and I went to Rainsboro.
So great job there by Mr. Hamilton, and a big, big, big thank you to Braden Ford, one of our folks there in the TV and radio program, doing a good job, giving us kind of like a little Monday Night Football intro action there for the seniors.
Braden did a phenomenal job on that. I got to preview that yesterday during the TV and radio class, 5th period.
So thank you to Coach Hamilton and Braden Ford on that, and we thank our seniors there for letting us know a little bit about where they come from there, the Rainsboro Elementary.
No, it's 21-0, beginning second quarter. Jackson at quarterback will be Jacob Winters.
I've seen him knee our guy 3 or 4 times in the back.
You're going to have to tell them. You got to tell them down there. We're announcing the game.
I'm doing it. If you want to talk to him, you can talk to him. That's not on me.
So Winters comes in second quarter, and we're going to wait and see if we start. I'm really surprised that the officials did not talk to either head coach between quarters there with that going on. So, but we will see what's going on there. I know a lot of the Tiger fans are upset right now, as we can hear it in the press box.
Yes, they certainly are. We've had some visitors.
Jackson will line up under center with the twin backs.
What's going on? This handoff goes to Broerman. He will stiff arm one and then cut his way back in and into the end zone. Another touchdown.
Eli Broerman with another touchdown there for Jackson. 27 yards. So that makes it 27-0 Jackson on the 27-yard touchdown run. Number 33, Jackson. Thatcher Brown will come in for the extra point for Jackson.
Once again, we mentioned their potent running attack, and we have seen it already this evening. Brown to kick. Snap, hold, down, kick, up, and good.
And PAT is good, so it's 28-0 Jackson right now. With 11:54 to go in the second quarter.
And so we are nearing about 10 till 8, and we have 6 seconds off the second quarter
yes.
clock.
You know, there's been, a lot of penalties in this game. The officials talked to the captains, but for whatever reason, they have not talked to the head coaches about some of the stuff going on, which is really surprising to me.
It surprises me a little bit. Hopefully we'll see things calm down a little bit here. We know the game starting to get out of reach early for the Tigers, 28-0 here early in the second, and they will bring the hands unit out to receive. Jackson will kick once again with Brown to be teeing up in just a few moments.
Now Sykes and Cummins are back again with Medley and Frost, the up-backs this time. Yates and Doomies behind the main line. You got Brakefield, Bodie. The middle's Allison, and you got Frazier, and number 29 for the Tigers is Hayden Heiss at the end.
You are correct, yes, on the far side near the 50, and it's Sykes and Cummins deep. Sykes on the 15, Cummins on the 10. Brown to kick. Puts up his hand, makes his motion toward the ball. Kick going toward Riley Cummins. He will receive it around the 20 to the middle of the field. Bounces, spins around, a little bit of pinball action, push forward by his blockers, and brought down around the 36. A good job helping out the runner there, and it'll be the Tigers having the ball 1st and 10.
It's been a while since McClain's been on offense there with delay in action caused by the injury. Cohen 6 does bring the Tigers back out. It'll be 1st and 10 at 36. Appears like Rocky Houston will be at center. Doomey and Penwell's in the backfield.
So we have yet to see. We saw Andrew Potts on one play lined up in the backfield. Luke Doomey takes a handoff, and he is swallowed up. Number 20 for the Ironman does a good job getting his arms around him and bringing him down right around the line of scrimmage.
Borderline clothesline there as Doomey was tackled there, but Jackson was ready for that call. McClain's had a lot of success, when they've gone to the outside. Burchett brings the play into Cohen 6.
So the tackle there near the line of scrimmage, perhaps a 1-yard loss based on where the ball was originally spotted. Back nose the football on the 35-yard line. Cohen 6 in the shotgun signaling. Hands off to Penwell right up the middle with the power move, and he will gain his way back to the original line, maybe a little bit more. It'll be third down for
Penwell gets a yard. It's 3rd and 9. So we'll see if the Tigers choose to pass or if they go with the running game again. Connor McCune brings the play in from the McClain Tigers.
And he will relay that play to Cohen 6, who then passes that on to the rest of the Gold Hats. McCune and Penwell to the left, wide to the right are Eikenberry and Sykes. 6 looked to pass, but pressured quickly off the right-hand side, and he is brought down in the backfield.
Sacked at 33-yard line. Lost. We put it 34, so it's lost 3 yards and set up 4th and 12.
Did not see who brought down 6 on that, but they had pressure off the right-hand side of the defensive line very quickly.
They had a nice stunt called on the defensive side of play.
Cohen 6 was about to pass that ball.
Looks like we are punting.
He held on to it. He looked to kind of pump and then realized, oh, no, I'm getting pressure, and I got to go down with this thing.
Sykes will be punting again for the Tigers.
The last punt from Sykes was downed by himself because there was quite a bit of pressure. Now we have a timeout.
McClain calls a timeout
by McClain. That'll be the first of the
Special teams coach Richie Oakes was not happy about something there, so Coach Penwell calls a timeout so they can go over the call here on special teams. Coach Penwell has them huddled up, and we'll see what the McClain Tigers have up their sleeves, but they didn't like the look that they had. So Coach Penwell, along with special teams coordinator Richard Oakes, is talking to our punt team right now. Now, there'd be something else here if McClain decided to do a fake punt or something, but the punt team comes out there. They include Emerson Yates, Tanner O'Connor, Gabe Gilbert is out there, also on the punt team. So McClain lines it up now.
Sykes will be the punter. He signals, gets the snap down. Good kick
There's
this time. Nice end over end. Wolford has to back up, receives it around his own 30. Working his way on the far side of the field now, up the hash. Going to be pursued. 21, Tanner O'Connor tries to get him, but he gets it blocked, and Wolford will run up the sideline and into the end zone.
66-yard return for Wolford.
Don't need offense if you can get it on special teams.
No, that was a good return. So Jackson, everything just seems to be going right for them when they get the ball back on offense, and Wolford's obviously a pretty fast athlete for the Jackson Ironmen. So,
and that will be his, I think that's at least his second touchdown. He has one rushing and maybe his third on the night.
Did they call it back?
It looked like they called it. They may have called it back, yeah. Oh, flag, I see it. Yep, on the far side.
And legal use of hands on Jackson, apparently. We were looking for a flag, but we did not see one initially. But the officials did call one. And they are walking back. The ball is placed on 37. You never know on returns. There always seems to be a flag, but
not sure
couldn't
if it
find
was
one initially.
Holding or blocking the back. We didn't see the signal. We were too focused on Wolford streaking down the sideline. And he will be pushed out of bounds after a gain there on the first down run near the 40.
So a 3-yard gain by Wolford there. As Tigers, we're ready for that sweep this time. So it'll be 2nd and 7. Connor Frazier was on the tackle there. So good hold by the McClain defense.
It'll be 2nd down and about 7 from the 40-yard line. Winters under center, 2 backs in a Y behind him. He will roll off to his left, bootleg, 28, the tight end once again on the reception, and he weaves up the sideline now back into the middle of the field and brought down after a great run by the tight end inside the 40.
Yeah, the pass was to Eli Browerman that time. He's some nimble work to get the ball to the 37 in the first down. So he gained 23 yards. Yeah. That's a nice move on sidelines by Browerman to keep his feet in bounds and to pick up the first down for Jackson there. And since that interception, Jacob Winters has been really effective throwing the ball when they've given him opportunities to throw the ball.
Yeah, he did a really nice job as a right-handed quarterback, rolling to his left and throwing to his left. Handoff this time, number 24 will be the back, and he is met by a number of Tigers and forward progress stops after a gain of about 5 or 6.
That's Braden Powell there. We do have an injured Tiger on the play here. Emerson Yates, he's getting up now. They're getting up. That's good.
Forward progress stops after a gain of 6. 2nd down.
So Jackson sticks with the run in that play. Let's see what they do here. They've been pretty effective with the run for most of the first half.
I think may have been the injured Tiger. Emerson Yates helped him up, and Stevenson kind of comes off with a little bit of kind of a wind knocked out type of look, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. Michael's been playing the whole game both ways with Potts being out of the lineup right now.
Wolford, stiff arm off the left side, stays inbounds, coming back, finally pushed out by Emerson Yates, finishing off the tackle. It's going to be a first down for Jackson inside the 20.
Wolford with 15-yard gain there. He gets to the 16-yard line.
Finally pushed out of bounds by number 24, Emerson Yates. Brought down at the 16. Friction 17 is where the ball will be spotted.
So we put 17, so 14-yard gain, but still first down.
Still a first down for the Ironman. Wolford still running strong here in the second quarter. 7 and some change as the clock ticks here. Handoff once again. Wolford off the right-hand side of his line this time, and he tries to run through one, but finally brought down, and it looked to be, I can't tell exactly who. It might have been Owen Sykes on the tackle there.
I believe it was Owen Sykes. One thing you notice with Jackson going to the I was really impressed there by Braden Powell of Jackson. 5'10", 200-pound fullback there with a nice kick-out block. But the Tigers filled in that hole quickly to stop Mr. Wolford.
It's a good job on the linebacker there, Owen Sykes. Just a sophomore, but contributing quite a bit here on this Tigers defense. Winters under center, 2 backs behind him. Handoff, Wolford, stiff arm. Luke Doomey says no thank you. Has him from
great
behind,
job by Luke
holds
Doomey
him
there.
Up, and Caden Penwell
4-yard
finishes
loss.
him off.
Wolford on the run.
Luke Doomey wasn't going to take the stiff arm. You're allowed to do that to the defenders, unfortunately. But great persistence there by Doomey, and he makes the stop. And it's 3rd down now. Very impressive by Doomey because on the offensive end, you allow them to stiff arm people often where defenders can't get away with it. That's the way football goes. But he stayed with it, and then Penwell helped him finish him off.
Winters in the eye. Looks to play action, rolling to his right. Luke Doomey with some pressure. Winters evades. Now steering. Pass complete. 24 with it, and in the end zone, touchdown.
Nice play to buy time for Winters there as he throws. 15-yard touchdown. So Jackson is having their way right now against the Tigers, and that makes it 34-0 if it is a touchdown. But no, another penalty. So he must have been across the line of scrimmage. Fourth down, they're at the 19-yard line.
All right, so past the line was Winters when he let it go because he had to kind of steer everybody else around, and that was a penalty. 7 Winters has to run away, this time off the right, and Emerson Yates could have come up to make the tackle but didn't. He just chopped his feet. That's going to be a first down for Jackson.
And Winters, the pressure took off and ran the ball this time. Appears to be no penalty flags. They're at the 4-yard line, so it's 15-yard run.
So you're taught to chop your feet, but Emerson Yates, as the linebacker chopping in place, he's got to come up and make that tackle if he wants to get the turnover on downs there. Maybe just not knowing exactly the down and distance. If he did, he could have perhaps maybe challenged on that play a little bit more, and Jackson now has it 1st and goal inside the 5. Winters under center. It's going to be a strong wishbone-style formation here. Handoff, Wolford. Brought down in the backfield. He's on top of one. Forward progress stopped. I think his butt was on the ground.
They did not call TD there.
They did not call it touchdown. His butt is down with about half a yard to go.
Wolford on the run. Ball carrier is down short of the goal line. Second and goal.
So that was an effective formation for Jackson, but the Tiger defense is very stout there and making sure he does not get in.
See if the line and the linebackers can continue to fill up those gaps as the Ironmen go back to that very strong 3-back look. Winters under center. Give this time to one of the fullbacks, trying to push his way forward. And he does get the ball across the line, even though the body was pushed back. The ball crosses the plane. Touchdown, Jackson.
Run in the end zone. Ball crosses the plane. Touchdown, Jackson.
So that makes it 34-0 with the TD from Jackson.
All right. So Jackson's had a number of touchdowns called back, but they seem to be able to answer.
Like Eli Broman was the touchdown.
I believe it may have been Broerman. Yeah, I couldn't really. It's hard to see some of these numbers on the, even though they are white jerseys, with having the J.I. on the sleeve, it is tough to tell. Brown's kick is good once again.
Brown's kick splits the uprights. Your score 35-0 here.
Well, too many schools anymore concerned with logoing everywhere, so you know where they're from. And being old school, I always chuckle at that.
I like a little bit of number on the sleeve, especially up here in the press box, because it is a little bit of a distance from the field, and I'm telling you right now, my eyes are not what they used to be.
Well, there used to be, there's a reason for the numbers on the side. It gave you another way of seeing the jerseys for the players. That's why they did that way back when they decided to use numbers, but it's
a little different today.
It's just part of what we do today, so that's cool. And they can put their initials on in case we don't know it already. So,
well, the J.I. has certainly found their way into the end zone quite a bit tonight. 35-0 here in the second quarter. Clock stopped 4:25. The kickoff by Brown here in just a moment, as Sykes and Cummins are the deep men for the Tigers.
So Brown's kicking again, 4:25 to go. And let's see if McClain can get a good return here. We've had a few good returns here on the game, so we'll see who they kick it to.
It is Brown kicking this time toward Cameron Medley through his legs, and he will cover it up down inside the 20.
After initially bobbling, the best thing to do is just take that knee and make sure you have the ball so your offense can go out and take advantage of the opportunities afforded to them. So Cohen 6 does come out once again with the ball at the 18-yard line. Let's see what Coach Penwell and the Tigers call here on 1st and 10.
It'll be Luke Doomey with him in the backfield. Caden Penwell in that super back position. We have 2 receivers to the right. Caden Penwell on a little bit of a counter loop there. And
Very
he
creative
will push
call.
forward. Pretty good run there.
I like that call there.
Yeah.
By Coach Penwell.
On the run for the Tigers.
I was thinking there a pass, and I'm sure Jackson was thinking the same way.
Second down.
It's a good run by Penwell, a little bit kind of reminiscent of a sort of that kind of counter action that we see a lot of times from when we are in shotgun with split backs to the left or right, but coming from that super back position. A little bit of a kind of a creative wrinkle there.
Caden's played a lot of wing and flanker over the last 2 years as well.
That is true.
Before going back to more of a traditional tailback, fullback.
This time we go into more of a power pistol look with Doomey to the right. Pitch, Penwell off the right-hand side, cuts back now. And a little bit of gain there, maybe another gain of 3 perhaps. It's going to be 3rd down and short.
It's going to be 3rd and 3 there. About 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. So nice cutback. Penwell saw it wasn't on the outside there. There's a nice hole in the middle. So he took 3 yards, sets us up for an opportunity for a 1st down here.
Tigers on the march now on the ground. Cohen 6 signaling. Should be offside. Number 42 getting into the neutral zone. It looks like they will blow the play dead.
It looked like Jackson was calling a blitz, anticipating the run, and he got a little too excited there. It is indeed encroachment on Jackson. So 1st down, Tigers. So that's a nice and easy way to get a 1st down when defense goes into the line of scrimmage. So we'll take it. Josiah Burchett takes it into Cohen 6 for the play. We'll see what Coach Penwell dials up here on 1st and 10.
2 wide outs. 42 showing blitz. And it is number 20 on the tackle for Jackson in the backfield.
That time they were patient on the run blitz, and unfortunately we have a 2-yard loss, so it'll be 2nd and 12. We'll see what we have called as Connor McCune takes into play Cohen 6.
Clock ticks near 2 minutes here left in the opening half. And folks, at halftime we will have, after the bands, we will have your Tiger trivia for a little bit later. So stick around. Make sure you stick around during half. We will have Tiger trivia a little bit later.
So it's 3rd and 12 now. As Tigers try to go up the middle this time, and unfortunately there was nothing there. So
nothing doing for the Tigers.
We'll see if we go to the passing game this yard. 6 is throwing a nice ball. And the few times that he has attempted passes today.
Just have to make sure he stays clean and has enough time to deliver a strike if he can here. This an obvious passing down 3rd and about 13 for McClain. Cohen 6 in the shotgun signaling. Looks to be a blitz, and it will be a blitz.
Good
pick
up.
Little bit of a high noser. And Owen Sykes, the intended receiver, incomplete. 25 on the coverage for Jackson.
Cohen 6 throws his number 5 Owen Sykes. Jackson there on the coverage, so it sets up a 4th and 12. A nice attempt by the Tigers there, but
just a little nosy
McClain
on
will
the
be
pass.
punting again.
Yeah, stayed up in the air a little bit long. If that's down a smidge, it might be complete to Sykes, the big receiver there, number 5, classmate of the quarterback, Cohen 6.
That's something you learn with
sophomores.
experience, over time,
For
because
sure.
in a JV game you may not be throwing the ball as much as you might have to in a varsity game. And so, it was right there, but probably could have been a little less in the air that time.
Oh, the punt from Sykes just sidewinds off the foot.
Yep, that wasn't our best punt, obviously. So, but he'll shake it off and not worry about it as we get ready for defense. So the punt was shanked. We're at 37 still. And let's see if the Tiger defense can stop the Ironmen of Jackson here. Jackson's offense comes out. Looks like starting lineup still in there.
Under a minute here left in the second quarter. We're just past 8 o'clock, 8:10, as we will be nearing halftime here. And it looks like there will be a timeout called by the Tigers.
Timeout, McClain.
Talking things over.
When you're a coach, you're trying to keep their focus on things. You know, obviously, when the punt doesn't go well, you have to get the players' head back in there and get focused. We've had a few injuries that have occurred tonight, so McClain Tigers are missing Andrew Potts, who looks like he came out with a leg injury early on in the first quarter. So the Tigers have been persevering without one of their top guys on offense and defense, obviously. And Coach Penwell just wants to keep them in the right frame of mind and keep them straight here.
See if you can keep, the Ironmen have been quick to strike, especially on the offensive end. It seems like they're able to get in the end zone almost at will thus far in the first half.
Yeah.
And I think maybe Coach Penwell saying, listen, we've got 57 seconds here. Let's see what we can do to keep these guys out of the end zone. Winners from the shotgun, pressured across the middle. Riley Cummins picks it off. Still alive.
There he goes.
Getting a block off the left-hand side on the hash. Weaving
nice play,
and
Riley.
brought down. Great job, Riley Cummins.
Riley Cummins with the interception off Winners. He has about a 30-yard return. Great job by Riley. He shed a few tackles and took over the game there.
Great job by
outstanding
Riley Cummins,
work.
the sophomore, putting in the work. Did a nice job to track that ball down, but a lot of that, though, the pressure up the middle from the McClain defensive line, getting in Winner's face and forcing an errant throw.
They got in there right away. There's obviously a missed assignment on the offensive line of Jackson, and McClain just was right in there.
Cohen 6 hands the ball off. It'll be Caden Penwell taking, brought down near the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
Run by Penwell, brought down after a short gain. So he's second down.
Looks like Penwell had 1 yard there on the dive play up the middle.
And the clock runs here as we tick now to 20 seconds left in the first half of play.
Let's see if the Tigers are going to snap the ball again.
And it doesn't look like they will be breaking the huddle here as we go to 10 and under. So that will be your closing play of the first half. The Tigers go into the locker room here at the break, down 35-0. Ironman with the lead in this FAC matchup.
Coach Penwell can talk about some of the positive plays like the end half with Cummins' interception. Eikenberry had a great interception earlier. So there's been some positives in this game that you can talk about. We did have some positive action with some of the runs on the outside there. So the Tigers are going to look to regroup and see what we can do in the second half and maybe get an injury update on a few of the boys that have been out during the first half. So we'll see what Coach Penwell has up his sleeve as we get ready for the bands to perform at halftime.
And we will hand things off to the Jackson Ironmen, the marching Ironmen taking the field here in just a moment.
Mallory Wilson, and Mary Elizabeth Billman. Auxiliary instructors Sarah Harris, Ashley Ross Taylor, and Elijah Mannering. We present to you the pride of Jackson, the Jackson High School Marching Ironmen. 2023 JMI Seniors final season. We welcome you with open arms to enjoy the next 1980s mega hit ballad by Journey. With one of the world's most beloved rock sensations, the Beatles. Here's the title song from the Beatles' third studio album, A Hard Day's Night, from 1964. Attention and applause. We are the Jackson High School Marching Ironmen.
the pride of Highland County, the McClain Marching Tigers and Tigerettes.
The band is under the direction of Rick Douglas.
Skylar Mag and David Weeks. The Tigerettes are advised by Toddy Weeks and Emma Stegbauer. Our majorette advisor is Fiona Gilbert. The majorette captain is Skylar Mazo. Our Tigerette captain is Rochelle Priest, with co-captains Abby Mustard and Vivian Dennis. The assistant field commander is Emily Howard, and our 2022 field commander is Ava Calhoun. Tonight, we 2023 senior band, Tigerettes and Majorettes, with a show selected by them to highlight their status as girl bosses. We open things up with the Duchess that held it down as a member of the Black Eyed Peas and a solo artist. Fergie hit #1 in 2007, and we feel like this tune's title describes our seniors. We light things up with Glamorous.
Next, we highlight our Tigerettes
and put the spotlight on our seniors. What bigger industry icon could you ask for than Lady Gaga? The ladies smile, sparkle, and shake to arguably the best pop single from 2009. Here is Bad Romance.
our senior show with an absolute anthem from 2017. Any girl boss can tell you, this triple platinum hit has it all and then some. Featuring our Sousa Vote section from Demi Lovato, we ask, what's wrong with being confident?
And we are back here at McClain Field getting ready to get the second half underway. As promised, we have Tiger Trivia ready for you. We're going to do our Tiger Trivia here in just a moment. Just so you know, folks, this is a guess the number, so we are going to be doing this Price is Right style. Got to guess the closest without going over. No, $1 Bob is not an answer that will be accepted. We're going to accept answers on our Facebook stream. Okay, so if you are on the YouTube stream, pull up the Facebook on your phone and jump over there, because we are going to be taking answers there just to kind of keep things straight so we're not missing anyone who would be answering. So if you're on the YouTube stream, we thank you for that. Jump over on Facebook. Still stay with us on YouTube if that's the platform you prefer, but we're going to take answers only through Facebook. And tonight's question for the Tiger Trivia is, the colonnades are a feature here at McClain, and they extend around the campus. The question is, how many total columns are part of the colonnades? So once again, the question here, how many columns make up the entirety of the colonnades
5,073
here at Greenfield? 5,073. I think
it's amazing.
You might be close, maybe not. I would like to say thank you to tonight's Tiger Trivia sponsor. That is RoofX, your local roofing experts. You can contact Sean Hickok, their sales manager, for information. His cell phone is 937-527-1189, or you can catch him at the office at 937-509-8085. Thank you, RoofX. And winner for tonight's Tiger Trivia will be taking home a $25 gift card.
Medley took the kickoff return to the 24-yard line. Cohen 6 comes back out at quarterback, starts second half. Looks like we have most starters in. If you're just joining us, Andrew Potts is out with what appears to be a leg injury. So he's not returning in the second half from what we see.
Had one early run for a couple yards and then was out, and it's been Luke Dumey and Caden Penwell in the backfield. This time it is KP on the run, I believe. KP on the run. Looked like Dumey for a second, but he was just coming in from the backside of the play there.
Penwell picks up 2 yards on the carry. It's 2nd and 8. It's 26. Penwell's been doing a lot of work tonight. He's been doing yeoman's job out there. Excellent work. I'd like to see him maybe get the ball a little bit on the outside more.
We will see what happens there for Penwell on the rest of tonight. He has definitely been the one to answer the bell. Takes it once again, pushing his way forward near the 30-yard line.
Nice
gain
movement
once
on the
again.
power.
And it will be 3rd down and near 4. All right, so Caden Penwell with the run, 3rd and 4 for the Tigers as they open up the second half with possession of the ball. Cohen 6, once again, the sophomore backup quarterback in the pistol. Caden Penwell behind him. He looks to hand off to Penwell on a little bit of a counter action, pushing forward, and he's going to be shy of the line to gain, maybe short by a couple yards. It will be 4th and near 2 for McClain.
Looked like Penwell had some movement there, but Jackson was there to get him by the legs there, stop his action. If they don't tackle him, he probably gets 1st down.
Yeah, so it looked like it was setting up very well there for the Tigers, and the defensive line and linebackers for Jackson really just swallowing things up at the last minute, converging on the play.
They force a punt for McClain.
Yeah, they force a punt. This time it will be Emerson Yates back. It's been Owen Sykes most of the night. And Owen Sykes will be one of the protectors for the punter, along with McCune and Tanner O'Connor. The snap taken, but whistles
flag.
Will blow it dead. Flag will go against.
Procedure?
Yeah, it looks to be procedure. Nope, delay a game. Delay game.
Okay. Delay game penalty on McClain, which makes it 4th and 7. So Yates will go back in formation again for the punt. Return for Jackson's number 12. That's Ryan Seamites.
Yates backed up near the
can't see the number of the other
15.
one.
Yeah, I can't tell. Gets a boot off, this time low, little bit of a knuckleball kick off the turf, bounces, and there will be no return as 12 says, nope, we're not going to take it. And takes a great McClain bounce, rolls dead in the 20. So good punt by Yates. Even though it was a low one, it definitely took a McClain bounce, and it will be down at the 20. That's where Jackson's going to take over for their first possession.
I believe that ended up being a 54-yard punt there.
Emerson Yates' punt rolls down at the 20.
So it's a good punt. We'll see who Jackson comes out here with the second half, 35-0 lead.
And we'll see who will be under center for the Ironman. Looks like number 2. Yeah, they trot him out, and it will be
Tucker Williams, a sophomore.
Tucker Williams, yeah,
quarterback.
Get a little bit of action for the underclassmen here. Under center, couple in the eye. He will pitch off to Wolford, still in. Cade Wolford running through off the right-hand side, and he is finally pushed out of bounds. Look to have Emerson Yates or Cameron Medley around his ankles, and Cade Sponsel pushing him out.
Nolan Johnson, number 6 there. He's coming to the game there.
Oh, yes, you are correct. Yeah, the 6 and the 8 looking very similar there.
Nolan Johnson for Jackson there. Then run to the 37. So you got a 17-yard run. 1st and 10, Jackson.
Moving the ball once again on the ground are the Ironmen. Handoff again. It is number 6. Yes, you are correct. It looks so similar to an 8. When we get up on it here, we can tell.
It gets to about the 49-yard line.
Yeah, so it'll be another first down. And we've got an Ironman staying on the turf.
Okay. Let's see who that is there. That is number 6. Johnson's on the ground here. We have official times out as Jackson's trainers going there, so a little awkward on how he went down there at the end. He's on his knees.
Yeah, he pulled his own helmet off, so he just, I don't know what kind of a shot he took there toward the end.
I don't know if maybe the arm got yanked a little bit.
Yeah, looks like they're looking at the shoulder, the right arm perhaps.
When you play running back, you're just so vulnerable at all times. They're trying to do anything tackling. You're taught to keep moving your legs until the whistle's blown. So. And
Nolan Johnson, very tall back there, 6'2",
6'2",
200 pounds. I mean, he's got good size to him. Does he? A senior runner, or sophomore runner, and he's been in getting the ball a couple times in the first half, and just kind of goes down awkwardly there.
Up there, he wants to go back to the
huddle, he does. He's got to come off for at least one play though.
He's more of a tight end build typically for a lot of schools, or tight end QB type build or receiver, but they have him at running back. You can see why with that speed.
Absolutely, hits good size, good speed, and I'm not sure if he's a track runner or not, but he got a good build for a discus thrower for sure.
Yeah, they definitely do.
So looks to be now number 4. No, correction. That's just the JI. It's still number 2.
Number 2.
Hard to. It looks like a 4. Looks like all sorts of things from the side here. 36, the runner. 36 or 8. 6s and 8s looking 36. Very similar here.
36. You're right.
Yep, it is 36. Coach. Okay, thank you. 36. That's Bryce Delaney on the run.
Bryce Delaney with a nice run for Jackson there. He got 7 yards to the 44-yard line. That'll be 2nd and 3 coming up for Jackson Ironman.
Okay, so Bryce Delaney picking up good yardage there on first down from his running back position. It'll be 2nd and 3 as the Ironmen break the huddle. And we have a whistle on somewhere on the inside, and Cade Sponsel is going to have to run off. Not really sure, maybe something to do with equipment
or something.
Yeah, so Cade Sponsel will run off. They're going to have to put somebody on for him. Don't know who. It'll be Owen Sykes running off the sideline to replace Cade Sponsel at that linebacker position.
Owen Sykes kind of played everywhere for the Tigers last week, from DN to outside backer to now middle backer, and he was playing free safety last week with DJ Frost as they moved Max Sykenberry over to corner last week.
Tucker Williams under center takes the snap. He rolls out. He is almost brought down in the backfield. Good pressure from Caden Penwell, but he can't wrap him up. He tosses it forward. Number 15 catches it. pushed out of bounds just past the 40. It's going to be a first down. Great job by Williams eluding the pressure.
Yeah, Tucker Williams completed that pass to Grant McCarty. It appears to be a first down for Jackson, as the ball will be at the 38. So it's a nice boot. He avoided the sack there. It looked like McClain was going to sack him, and he escaped the pressure to make the completion. So that's a good job by the sophomore for Jackson.
Number 12, Caden Penwell, he's been running hard on the offensive side of things. Gets into the backfield, has him there, and just can't wrap him up and bring him to the ground. Tucker Williams is able to kind of slip out of that would-be tackle and gets the first down. Great job by the quarterback there. Williams under center. Snap, handoff, 36 once again. Nice cut. And Caden Penwell will get the tackle on that, making sure of it at the 30-yard line. So a gain of about 9 on the play.
Gain. So Bryce Delaney, 9-yard gain for Jackson. It'll be 2nd and 1 as he made a nice cut there. Jackson continues to go with the 2 tight ends in the I formation, going a little traditional 80s type offense here, which we haven't seen that much this time. They have the twin backs off right. Number 15 gets the handoff this time.
And it will be first down yardage on the run. Look to be number 68, Jaden Allison, on the tackle there.
Grant McCarty, a nice run. Allison getting out there a little bit for a nice tackle. It will be a 1st and 10 as they place the ball at the 24-yard line. So we'll see if the Tiger D can hold here against Jackson. Jackson's lined back up in an I again.
Yep, Jackson under center. They like to run that under center look, and I can understand why with as good as they are on the ground. Handoff this time goes to number 12. He will be met just past the line of scrimmage. A host of Tigers in on the tackle.
That's on the carry for Jackson there for a short gain. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 9 for Jackson. Very nice job for Tiger defense. So Jackson seems to be content to stay in the 2 tight end. Almost an Iowa type of offense when Iowa would actually score. Back in the 80s under Hayden Fry.
Yeah, Hawkeyes not known for their offense this year.
Under Kirk Ferentz, not as much, but, that's the way it goes.
A little bit of a blown-up play there. Not really sure what's going on. Tackle in the backfield, and Michael Stevenson with the tackle, the senior.
So that didn't work for Mr. Seametz that time. And they'll communicate it. The officials move it back up to 27 for some reason, but, that's make it 3rd and 13. That will happen in football. So we'll see. A lot of these kids may not be used to an I formation after seeing spread offenses for so long.
No, it's not something that you see a lot in today's game. No. But I think that's a good thing for Jackson. You don't see a lot of teams still wanting to run out of the I, and it's something that you have to account for with the big bodies up front. Tucker Williams, slippery as an eel, works off the right-hand side. He's going to get a first down. Fantastic job by
13 or 14.
The signal caller there to keep it and evade going down. The run by Tucker Williams slips a few tackles, pushes his way forward. It's going to be
gobbled up for a loss.
A first down for the Ironman inside the 50.
Very slick there, and no one could grab him, so he gets the first down. He's at 13-yard line. That looked like a design play, almost kind of like it's supposed to be busted, but it's designed. And Jackson keeps moving here in the 3rd quarter.
And they bring in the play from the sideline here.
We will stick with the I formation.
Yeah, we'll see what they stick with, and they will stay under center.
Twin backs this
a little
time.
Bit of a twin back look. Handoff, Delaney. No, looks to be 17 this time, the runner, I believe. Riley Cummins brings
Charlie
him down.
Woodard. He's
correct.
Is a 6'2", 185 freshman. So Jackson definitely has some big boys out there at back. So 2nd and 9 there. Jackson starting to put more players into the lineup as they're rotating in and out. So it looks like they're rotating their backfields out there. Some of the tallest backs I've seen in a long time in the area. So
I'll be able to see the hole maybe a little bit better from that height.
Something's in the water there in Jackson.
maybe it's those Totino's pizza rolls made down in the area.
It could be. Or a certain pizza joint, you know. This is at Kings Island, too.
Yes, indeed. Rolls out,
play
does
action.
Tucker Williams. Play action, rolling to his right, looking back. Pass incomplete. It was 84, the big man, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
6 foot, 200-pound senior. They're trying to get him involved, but the Tigers snuff it out. Folks, we'll wait here for a moment for the trivia winner if we have one. I'm sure David will be able to help you out. How many columns make up the entirety of the colonnades? I think I said 5,073, and Mr. Weeks nixed that answer. I'll guess again since I'm here in the booth, and I'll say 2,462. But we'll wait for a moment. We want to thank our sponsor, Roof X. If you're interested in a new roof, all you have to do is dial 937-509-8085. That is Roof X. Good friend Sean Hickok can help you out with any of your roofing needs. So we'll wait a minute to find out what happened there. As we begin the 4th quarter, Jackson will have the ball at around the 12-yard line. They spread it out a little bit this time. And now they're bringing 32 over to the other side there as they're figuring it out. I think they're
timeout called, and looks to be called by Jackson. So making sure that they can
he wanted to give you some time for the trivia here, Mr. Weeks.
So maybe that's what it is.
That's maybe my suspicions, but we'll see if anyone's been able to guess.
All right.
The columns there.
We're going to check with our producer here, Brad Rowland. Brad, any guesses that are close? We need more guesses. From who? From Charlie? Has he got some zingers over there?
Charlie Roman was my best junior high tight end ever during my time coaching Greenfield Middle School football back in the day. I have no shame in saying that. He ran some great drag patterns for me back in the day. So I know Charlie will appreciate that, but he was my only middle school tight end too because I went up to the high school staff. So, Charlie, I'm sorry I can't control the trivia rules for you. I wish I could, but they keep the trivia away from me for good reason.
All right,
probably.
So we do have tonight's Tiger Trivia, but we'll get that off before we come off from the timeout here. Tonight's Tiger Trivia question, once again, how many columns make up the entirety of the colonnades at Greenfield? It's a number you would not expect. You would think, well, hey, it has to be an even number, right? A column on one side, a column on the other. But strangely enough, there's one extra in there, and it's a total of 135 columns. I counted them all, I promise. So unless I ran out of fingers and toes, it's 135.
Jet Suite here,
and we'll have your winner announced in just a moment here after
there's a tackle
these
there,
couple plays.
Tackle by Cameron Medley. Ryan Seamet's on the carry. And looks like 4th and 1 for Jackson. So the ball's on the 5-yard line.
And we will check with our producer, Brad. Oh, we do have a winner. Oh, Charlie Roman does win it. So the middle school tight end phenom, Charlie Roman, with the win. And what was his guess there? 105.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's why he was a good tight end back in the middle school football days.
Yeah, he knew all the details, right? So 135, he had to guess a 105. That was the closest. Again. So congrats, Charlie. And, tackle by Cade Sponsel there. And he will be – did he get the yardage? I don't know. They have not signaled. I wonder if they're going to try to measure.
The referees have not given a signal. There looks like a first down. It is a first down for Semets. 4-yard line there.
All right, so they didn't have to bring the sticks out to measure there.
So Jackson hurries up.
First and goal.
Line of scrimmage again.
This time it will be, looks to be number 5, the quarterback in the shotgun, 12 in motion. And a little bit of an option look. The quarterback, number 5, Bodie Wolford, keeps. And he will be down inside the 5.
Wolford with the carry. Looks like he has the ball at the 2. It'll be second and goal to 2. Wolford's another big boy, just like who I presume would be his older brother.
I would imagine so with that last name.
6'1", 170 as a freshman. Under center
Good
this time.
size handoff to the fullback, and he will be shy of the goal line. Not sure who it was there. Was it McCarty? Yeah, thank you. Good eyes on that. Held up. It'll be third and goal for the Ironmen.
Fullbacks don't get the ball enough, in my view, but, you know, McCarty, nice carry for Jackson. And gets to about the 1. So it's third and goal. Looks like about the 1-yard line. So we'll see. McClain defense can stop him here.
I just got a text from from our 7th grade social studies teacher who happens to do Greek and Roman history, and she says, "What about the type of columns?" I don't think they're Corinthian. They're probably Ionic, I'm going to guess. And it looks like number 5, the quarterback, scampers his way into the end zone off the left-hand side for another Ironman touchdown. Wolford on the run.
That makes it 41-0 Jackson as he goes on a boot sweep. Let's see. I believe 33 is still kicking for Jackson. He is. Thatcher Brown. Good tip.
That
6 extra points of the game.
6 extra point of the game. All of the other ones have been good up until this point. Don't want to jinx him. He puts it up, and we do not jinx him because he puts it through.
Okay. So it's 42-0. Jackson with 8:21 to go in the 4th quarter. Are they the door, Collins? Oh, she did text me too, but knowing my advanced age, I don't look at my cell phone.
Oh,
right away.
that's okay. So Miss Kokenauer texted me back, our 7th grade social studies teacher, and she says the columns were not Corinthian or Ionic; they are Doric. And I commented here in the press box, I've been called that once or twice.
Really?
Yeah, Doric.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's a very similar pronunciation.
Yeah. I won't go any further with that. This is a family program, and
the jokes aren't good, but they are free.
I know at McClain High School we try to have our A game on that stuff with the jokes and also. But
sometimes you got to laugh from crying.
Hey.
And it will be Brown to kick once again.
Oh,
no, we do have a different place kicker here for this kickoff. Number 20-something or other, 23, I think. Kick.
23.
Owen Sykes takes it.
Chance Thorpe.
Yep. And Sykes brought down after a return of maybe about 2 or 3.
Number 8. Cade Wolford was in there in special teams.
Sykes on the return for the Tigers. Brought down after a short return. Tigers will take over first and 10.
Well, 22-yard line. That's Sykes' return. We'll see.
Yeah, high kick was able to get the coverage team down there quickly, and they converged on Sykes quite quickly. He's brought down with force to the turf. Maybe a little bit of wind knocked out as he comes off to the side. Maybe, looked like right leg is what we're hearing from our producer, Brad Rowland here. Brad, you told me you don't watch the game. You just watch the stream.
They moved DJ Frost into offense for the first time. He's usually exclusively at corner. Tigers.
Yeah, they will put him in, the senior, maybe give him a chance to run the ball here. He looks over to Connor McCune and says, where do I go? That's okay.
He's going to the flanker position there.
And now he goes to the other side of the field, and it's going to be near time to snap the ball. Got to get set. Cohen 6 looks. It is set.
Nice
Quick pass
to McCune.
Connor McCune catches it, and he will be pushed out of bounds. It'll be a first down for the Tigers.
Very nice pass by Cohen 6. So McCune get a first down. And you'll measure it right over the 35-yard line, so 14-yard play. First and 10.
Good job there to complete the pass play.
Like the play call there.
I like the quick pass. You know, a lot of times we're trying to get down the field a little bit too much. Just something close to the line of scrimmage makes it a little bit more comfortable and quicker for the quarterback, and maybe that's something we'll see a little bit more of.
Most high school DBs give an 8 to 10-yard pad, so you can afford to get some quick passes out there.
Cohen 6, signal calling once again from that kind of pistol look. Gives it to Luke Dumey. He does a nice job dodging, weaving, ducking, diving, dodging across the 40-yard line. And he will gain around 6 on the play.
Luke Dumey did a good job keeping his legs running there as he was darting past the Jackson players there. 2nd and 4. They're going to give him 5 yards. So
okay, so ball spotted on the 41. 5 near 6. Going to have to get just past the 45-yard line for a first down here. Cohen 6 calling out the signals. Riley Cummins, yes, in the backfield at tailback, and he runs into
a wall there. It is
an absolute
snap.
wall.
So 6 saved that snap there. We do have Gabe Gilbert in the game on the line, as well as Connor Frazier now for the Tigers. So we have changed a few on the offensive line and put a few of our sophomores in, give them some playing time here. Burchett does bring the play in to 6, 3rd and 5, about 3rd and 8 now after the play.
Tigers break the huddle. Cohen 6 will be in the shotgun. Luke Dumey, the lone back, to his right. 3 flankers off to the left. Near side is Burchett. Snap, looking to his right. Now Cohen 6 has to run. Got to get away.
Initially.
And he will be finally brought down. Don't see who had him, but he was brought down for a sack back to the back end of the sticks near the 35.
Ball will be at 34. Cohen 6 did a good job avoiding the initial pressure. He could have been down behind the 30-yard line, but Jackson with the blitz there. And their nice twist action took over there, so it's a 4th down for the Tigers.
Yeah, good
we'll see
job.
If the Tigers are going to go for it, or if they're going to punt.
Good job by the Ironman defensive line. They do a nice job of giving some nice, as you mentioned, twist action there and getting off of those blocks. It will be Yates again with the punt. He had a good one last time, over 50 yards. You said about 54, 58, so a good punt last time. We'll see if maybe Emerson Yates can boot it away here and have the same result. Pretty good punt, little end-over-end action toward the sideline. It takes a hop right out of bounds, so there will be no return right around the 42-yard line of Jackson, and that's where the Ironman will take over.
28-yard punt by Yates. So our place kicker filling in for Wesley Potts, who's been out for a good portion of the game. Spot at the 40 officially. 3:53 to go here in the 4th quarter. Jackson is leading McClain 42-0.
Ball on the 40 here, under 4 minutes left to go in the contest. This is the last home game for the Tigers. We know that they're going to be on the road next week and the week thereafter at Miami Trace, and then in the rivalry game against Hillsborough in the Rotary Bowl over at Hillsborough's home stadium. And if I know anything about the Rotary Bowl, I don't know what the weather is going to be in 2 weeks, but I can just about guarantee it will probably have rain.
Yes, it seems like it. Every year there's rain.
High pass from Wolford, incomplete. It looked to be number 34, the intended target for Jackson. I believe that was Joel Cashmore.
Sophomore wide receiver.
All right, so Jackson breaks the huddle, clock ticking, nearing 3 minutes here.
McClain starting to put replacements in.
Yes, under center goes Wolford. I formation, handoff to the fullback. Good run by number 17. That's Charlie Woodard working his way off the right-hand side, and he will
gets the tackle there to save it from
yeah,
the
it will be short of the goal line. Brakefield, the senior, I believe, getting the tackle, as you mentioned.
It's a 58-yard run for number 17, Woodard, as he was able to break open there. McClain, he's put in most of their second stringers at this point.
Recognize that Woodard name from some good Jackson athletes from the past there. Woodard takes, once again, they give it to him with an opportunity to push his way into the end zone. No signal yet from the near official. They are going to spot him at about the 2.5-inch line.
McClain has a slew of substitutes in right now.
Clock ticking now, under 2 minutes. Jackson wanting to get a little bit of garbage time touchdown for their JV team.
Senior.
And it will be Woodard this time. He pushes his way in. They give him the ball on the long run, and then he pushes his way in later for another Jackson touchdown.
Woodard on the touchdown there. It does make the score 48. 2-0 for Jackson right now. Woodard is a 6'2", 185-pound freshman for Jackson.
Something in those pizza rolls.
Absolutely. Looks like 33 is on for the kick again. So Thatcher Brown will be going for his 7th PAT.
And it is no good. Wide right.
No good this time.
All right, so it was a little bit later, but we did actually jinx Mr. Brown. He got his 6th, but he couldn't get the 7th.
No, he couldn't, and he's done a good job.
He's done a great job tonight. He's been,
at this point,
I was going to say, he's busy.
But they've been busy on that. It's funny from the press box here, they all,
it looked good,
seemed like it was good, but they were clear right away that it was no good. So,
yeah.
They can see that in the field a little better. When I'm sitting in the end zone, you can tell clear as can be. But
yep, from up here, it's just a little bit of a strange angle. We are a little bit shallow. We're not super duper high up. A couple scores from around the area in the FAC. The clash of two teams that look to be vying for a chance to be FAC champions potentially. They'll both have to take on Jackson here in the next couple weeks. But, Washington right now with a 17-0 lead in the fourth quarter. So the Blue Lions, we saw them
shut down Chillicothe's offense tonight.
Which is something to be said.
Coach Williamson must have came up with a great game plan.
I want to say this is we know that they blanked us last week. I think that might be 4 or 5 maybe straight scoreless games thus far. Luke Dumey on the return. A little bit of a chance, it finally brought down around the 35.
Dumey was returned to the 35. So it'll be 1st and 10. Courthouse has been known for their offenses the past few seasons, but their defense has been pretty stout this year.
Yeah, they've done a really nice job shutting things down. They've had some pretty good opponents as well. They played Western Brown earlier this season. That's one of their losses. And then I believe one other – I can't remember what other loss they may have had, or maybe they only had one. But, they've been playing really well, and we saw that for sure last week. Very good athletes. Also in the FAC, Miami Trace with a 21-0 lead over Hillsborough. That score reported in the third quarter as of last. Tanner O'Connor takes the handoff here from McClain, brought down behind the line, loss of 1 on the play, or maybe gets back to the original line of scrimmage. And it will be 2nd down for
O'Connor
McClain.
Takes the carry to the 35 there. Good-looking sophomore back from McClain. We'll probably see a lot of good things from him in the future.
Yeah, nice speed, good feet. Just has to be able to really hit that hole and have that vision, and that'll come with time. We're ticking under now, 40 seconds. We'll likely have this, the last play of the game. Backfield, a little bit of confusion here. It is number 19. I think that's Eli Douglas, if I'm not mistaken, the freshman taking the snap and doesn't know where to go with it. But there is an offside encroachment on the Ironman.
So McClain will have to hustle up real quick if they want to get one more play in. So as the clock winds down, we're at 10 seconds right now. Blake Shrout gets to the center quick to see if they can get one more play.
And I don't think they will. They seem to be very confused
in
the backfield, and they will not get that play off. Oh, no, we will have a timeout called, look to be.
It's like a timeout so they can get one more play in the game here.
Not really
trying to get players on both
Now they
ends
wind the play,
in the
wind the
lineup.
clock, 4, 3. O'Connor takes the handoff, and it'll be just about the entire defensive line tackling him. That'll be our last play of the ball game.
Final score of tonight's game, Jackson 48, McClain nothing. Jackson improves to 6-2 on the season. McClain goes to 4-4. Looks like for league in the upcoming weeks, you're going to see
it's going to be Jackson and I believe Washington Courthouse facing off next week.
So
if everything holds true right now, unless Chillicothe mounts a comeback here, not sure how much time was left in the fourth quarter. Oh, it looks like Chillicothe has scored 17-7 now. I don't know how much time left. But, yeah, if Chillicothe doesn't mount the comeback here, they will take a loss, and it will be Jackson and Washington Courthouse in the dead heat for the league championship next week, unless someone else trips up in the final week of the season.
I'll tell you, all three of those teams have been really impressive. Jackson seems to have a lot of size with their athletes. Courthouse and Chillicothe are pretty explosive teams on both ends of the ball, so it should be interesting to see how the next few weeks play out. In the FAC league, we head to the road for the next 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a strange way to end the year. We had a lot of home games early, only 2 home league games, and the Tigers will be on the road to end the season, taking on the Panthers and the Indians in successive weeks here in weeks 9 and 10.
Well, with that rotating schedule, with keeping the rival at the end of the year, we sometimes get those oddities in the schedule where – you know, typically you'd have a home game week 9 or a road game week 10 or a road game week 9 and a home game week 10. But this is the first time in a while you've had one of those quirks in the schedule.
Just kind of the way it all worked out for this year.
That has taken place. In a moment here, for the last home game of the season, you'll hear our incredible McClain band play the alma mater with the cheerleaders and our football players.
Just a moment. Let Jackson play the fight song on their side for the victory.
You know, and I'll tell you, our seniors this year have just been great leaders on this football team from day one. So it's been an impressive senior group from Josiah Burchett to Luke Doomey, to Caleb Treves, Josh Brakefield, Michael Stevenson, Emerson Yates.
And we will have the alma
and
mater.
Rocky Jeffers, along with Robbie Wise.
Fans who say thank you for your attendance this evening. Stick around for the post-game performance by your McClain Marching Tigers and Tigerettes.
We are back after the alma mater. Great job by our McClain band.
Yeah, and as you were mentioning, just, even though the scoreboard isn't the way you want it to be on senior night, a lot of good things out of these seniors just over the course of their entire career. We've seen this team go from, I remember, 5 or 6 years ago, we were begging for a win. And this team has really turned things around over the last about handful of years or so, and it's a good thing to see. And a lot of that due to the will and the determination and the stick-to-itiveness of this senior class and these upperclassmen. We can't say enough about our seniors. Once again, Josh Brakefield, Josiah Burchett, Luke Doomey, DJ Frost, Hayden Heiss, Rocky Houston, Michael Stevenson, Caleb Treves, Robbie Wise, and Emerson Yates, our football seniors. Congratulations to those guys. We know maybe senior night didn't end the way they wanted to in terms of the win-loss column, but these guys are definitely winners in terms of character.
Yeah, they, and the leadership, you can see it through, my freshmen have just raved about the senior leadership all year from day one, and when you have the respect of all the freshmen, because freshmen have no filter.
A lot of times, yes.
You know that they're doing things the right way here in the McClain football program. And, a lot of our kids have come from the Tiger Football Youth Organization, TIFO. And, I've seen these kids grow up, and they've gotten better and better and better thanks to all of our parents and now some people on our middle school coaching staff that have been a big part of the youth football organization. So I think we're going to have really good things to come here in Tiger football. And, we got 2 weeks left where we can still be in the state playoffs. That's a realistic possibility.
It is. Tigers are going to have to definitely come out next week and the week thereafter and really put their foot to the pedal. And if they can get a win next week against the Panthers and against Hillsboro, at least one of two, but definitely 2 of 2. I think 2 of 2 probably puts you in to our region.
Yes.
Right now they sit at 4-4, so even on the season. If you can get to 5-5, you have a shot. But if you can get to 4-4, or 6-4, I should say, from where we sit now at 4-4, then that would be ideal, because then you probably are getting in one of those 12 through 16 seeds.
That's correct. And I'll tell you, I got to really hand it to Caden Penwell tonight. He came through. Caden is a fast back who can really, move around. He's played, split into flanker to wing to tailback throughout his career. With Mr. Potts being out early.
Yes, that was that was not expected to have Andrew out. I'm not really sure. We know it was a foot injury or left leg injury of some sort, or one leg, right or left, I can't remember. But either way, he goes out after a play, 2 plays, and they have to kind of change things up. It has to be KP and has to be Luke Doomey, the senior, jumping back there when he's typically, he gets in there as a runner sometimes, but he's not necessarily the guy that you're expecting to be back there for 95% of the plays.
He's typically on the defensive line only. We've been afforded a lot of depth, and then we lost Drake last week and losing Andrew this week. So the boys, the leadership's really going to have to persevere and get everyone ready for Miami Trace. Hopefully we have Andrew Potts back against the Panthers.
Yeah, get some guys healthy and hopefully do some damage here in the last couple weeks of the season as they get ready to get on the road. We're going to take a little bit of time off here and hand things over to the band for a song. We'll have a little bit of your updates from previous week's dealings with some of our other fall athletic events like soccer and volleyball and that sort of thing. And we'll give you a chance to talk once again about our cross-country team with their hosting the league upcoming. But for right now, enjoy the band. the band playing an OU staple, Ain't Been Good. Director Rick Duffus on the ladder for that one, and looks like Assistant Director Skylar Magg's going to hop up to the top. Band loves Mr. Mag here. He's going to lead them in the next one here.
Great job by our McClain band here in the post game. Skylar Mag is directing the band currently. He's going to come down from the ladder and we'll see if band director Rick Duffus goes back up there.
Yeah, not sure if they got another number or not. He seems to be giving a little bit of direction to the band. Looks like our seniors taking off their hats here, setting them on the field. Probably doing something a little special for those folks. And so, as the band finishes off their post game here, we want to say a big congratulations not only to them for a good performance, but also to their seniors on the band side, on the Tigerette side, and our majorette as well, doing a fantastic job this season and keeping us entertained during pregame, halftime, and postgame here. So just a couple things. We had a little bit of action this week on the volleyball court and also on the soccer field, so would like to go ahead and recap a little bit of that for you here in the post game here before we sign off. On the soccer side of things, our boys soccer team was in action. They traveled to Jackson earlier this week and had a close match, but that ended in a 2-1 loss to the Ironmen on the pitch, and then they hosted Hillsboro last night, falling 3-0. I talked to Coach McNeil from a little bit earlier today, and he said that tournament draws for seeding should take place sometime this weekend, probably coming out Sunday, like late Sunday evening. So that'll happen on the boys' side and probably on the girls' side.
Boys' soccer team's been grinding it out all season long.
Yeah, a lot of close matches here.
Jackson's a tough team in soccer, and they were up early, 1-0, and unfortunately, we just could not hold on to it.
Yeah.
On Tuesday night, so I know they've been grinding it out. The girls have been much improved.
Yeah,
this year.
Girls had a kind of a lose one and tie one week, so they were on the road at Jackson. They fell 4-1 on, I think that was Tuesday night, but then they hosted Hillsborough last night for their final game of the season, and that was scoreless at half, and then the action heated up in the second, but it ended in a 2-2 draw as they hosted the Lady Indians. Your girls soccer team will actually travel to Southeastern tomorrow. Boys will not be on the road because Southeastern is not outfitting a boys soccer team this year, but the Lady Tigers will take the bus over to Southeastern in Ross County, and they will take on the Lady Panthers tomorrow. I do not know what start time for that match is, but you can check our McClain Athletic page for more information there and updates. On the volleyball court, the Lady Tigers really got on the good side of the win-loss column this week. They went down to Jackson on Tuesday. They took on the Iron Ladies on the court, and the match went a full 5 sets. But the Lady Tigers came out on top, winning 3-2 in that full 5-set match. And then last night they took on Hillsborough here at home. It was the senior night for our ladies on the volleyball court, and they took home the victory 3-1, so 3 sets to 1 there at home on senior night. Congratulations to our volleyball seniors. On the golf side of things, golf season has been done for a little bit. The boys finished up sectional play, I think, last week or tail end of September, and we just want to say congratulations once again. I believe we announced this at one of the last games, but senior David Edwards was all FAC this year for the 2000 and a district qualifier as well. Yes, thank you. So congratulations to him. He was a district qualifier. On the girls' side, they had finished up their season before as well, and so congratulations to our lady golfers, and we honored a few of the seniors there during the pregame. On the cross-country side of things, Coach Roble, you mentioned earlier you'll be hosting the league tournament. Tell us a little bit more about that.
We are thrilled to be hosting the FAC. We're known to have a fast track. Unioto, maybe the fastest in the area. At their school facility, it's all flat. We have a few hills at Mitchell Park, but defending champs are Chillicothe. Hillsborough girls look very strong in cross-country this year. They may be able to upset Chillicothe. For ourselves and Miami Trace, we probably graduated, it seemed like 20 seniors combined last year. So it's been a little different. So the boys, it's been a little more wide open this year. Looks like Chillicothe might be a big favorite in the boys right now, but all the other schools are pretty equal and be competing pretty tough.
Yeah.
Our boys and girls that competed last week, we've had a little bit of the just standard flu bug going on, but we had 14 of 15 kids get personal best times at the Washington Courthouse YMCA.
Fantastic.
First time in years. I think I had dark hair when I first started coaching cross country, and I loved the fact that our kids did so well there because I said this is a wonderful place to be. They were at the Walters Farms for a year, and no one was complaining about going in the water or anything when it was about 38 to 40 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm very proud of our kids. Brooke Baldwin's really led the way for our girls this year. She dealt with a lot of nagging injuries for about 2 months and has been fighting through that. Robert Surt's been leading our boys. He's been dealing with a lot of nagging injuries too. Brooke could have an outside shot at regionals this year. If things go right for her. Robert's more of our sprint and mid-distance guy in track and field. That has done well. So
400, 800 guy for sure.
But the kids really have gotten it together. We have 14 girls this year. That might be a record for our
that's a
program
good squad.
McClain. I haven't heard from Kevin or Bob that we've ever had any more girls on there. So Kevin Arnold coached for quite a long time, and Coach Bergstrom way back when. I think coached for a year or two, helped out for a year or two in between football stints here with us. So it's, I'm proud of the kids, and our kids love the cooler weather, like probably I'd say about 85% of the cross-country kids. There's a few that like the heat.
Yeah, a few of them.
there's a few that like the heat, but not too many. So, 11 years in, and it's been a great run for the Tigers, and I'm really proud. Our junior high kids are getting better and better each week, and I did a little track work, showed them a few tricks to get their times down, and
very good.
I'm very happy, and hopefully we'll continue going forward again.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing McClain host the FAC here in just about another weekend.
David, I wanted to thank Coach Bergstrom. He always gets the course ready for us.
Oh, yeah.
A few years ago, he had a little hiccup in health, and Coach Luke and I had to do it, and he didn't like it because we were able to do it. That's Coach Bergstrom's thing to do.
Bergstrom. Yes, he enjoys doing his things.
He's done a great job for us. Richie Bunner is now cutting our grass for that. So I love that, our maintenance people have gotten involved with that. They did a great job on the course back in August when we hosted the opener. And I know they'll do a great job on the course for league. We have so many teachers and parents that volunteer. Master Sergeant Wilson sends the McClain Cadet Corps out.
They do a great job.
And, we get to see them on Friday night, doing their thing, and it looks great for the national anthem. But those kids are incredible volunteers.
They volunteer so much. Oh, yeah.
And really,
big thanks
for
to them.
The health and safety of all our kids running, it's just been incredible.
Speaking of health and safety, we did get word. We know Robbie Wise got rolled up in the first half there in the first quarter, and we did get word from his folks that he is good.
Well, I'm very grateful to hear that.
We're so glad to hear that. We wish him the best. Our thoughts and our prayers are with him as he, gets back to the best health that he can be after what looked to be a pretty serious injury there for a moment. So we're glad to hear that he is good.
That's great news.
A couple things from around the area. We mentioned that we've got the Tigers on the road next week and the week thereafter. Right now, the Spectrum game of the week, Washington Courthouse and Chillicothe at Chillicothe. And right now, it's Washington Courthouse 24, Chillicothe 14, with still time left here in the fourth quarter. It was 17-0, and Chillicothe was able to get 14 quick points. But then the Blue Lions answer on a big 71-yard Rocky Jones touchdown run. So
that's
good
big
one
for a smaller school in the league.
Certainly is.
To be able to compete with the big boys like Chillicothe.
Yes, it's a good one down there in Ross County right now. Another FAC game going final. Miami Trace gets the victory over Hillsborough 31-14. Hillsborough with a couple late touchdowns there to finish it out. In the SVC, Unioto winning right now over Paint Valley 35-17 in the fourth. Zane Trace, as expected, handling their business on their quest for a perfect season right now. They're looking to get that gold ball in the SVC if they can finish out strong. 50-0 over Southeastern tonight.
Zane Trace has just been incredible.
They are strong. We saw that week 3 here at home.
It's never stopped.
No, they have really just kept their shoulder to the grindstone, and they're really rolling down there. Big rivalry game in the SOC. Waverly falls to Wheelersburg. Wheelersburg dominant there, 49-14.
Oh, wow. The Berg just seems to roll it out each year, don't they?
They always have quite a few there down on the river, and they know where to get them and where to train them up. And then other than that, the other big game that we saw from this is up in the Columbus area, but this was if I can find it once again, I don't know if I've scrolled past it or not, but it was the Pickerington North and Grove City game. Found it, and it has gone final. It was 21-21 for a long time, and Pick North, the Panthers get the win,
Grove
28
City can pull off the upset,
to 21. No, the Panthers are able to get the victory there, 28-21. So we will not be back with you next week because we're going to be on the road. We're not taking this show on the road, but we do say.
CBJ opener.
I've heard you're going to be up at Center Ice, banging on the glass.
Oh gosh,
it's going to be good.
I only have a teacher's salary, so
you're up by the cannon.
Higher up.
Yeah. You have to bring the earplugs. You're by the cannon. Well, thank you, Steve. I appreciate you jumping in. You jumped in on this once with me before, and you jumped in on this last minute. And I can't say enough how happy I am to have spent the evening sitting side by side with you here. You've been a great help and a great supporter here of the stream, and we just want to say thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure. You guys just have everything organized perfect. It's like riding a bicycle. You make it so easy.
I need training wheels.
I want to thank Coach Hamilton. He's out.
Yeah,
Brad, yourself and I are inside. Coach Hamilton's out doing all the dirty work.
Eli Martinez up on top of the booth here, getting all your top shots for the game. We want to say thank you to them. It's been a great football season. We look forward to finishing it here on the road. If you want to get the action here, the best thing for you to do for the next couple weeks is listen to Light 97.5 WVNU, because they will have the action here.
They are the sports giant of Southern Ohio.
The sports giant, that's right. And it'll be Dusty Barrett and Donnie Airy on the call the next couple weeks as we hit the road. So we say thank you once again here from McClain Field to our seniors. Well done. We wish you the best. And for everyone here at the stream, good night. Go Tigers.